team sheets. So I couldn't get the one for.
That's all right. Was it not? Okay. Hello and welcome down to Bournbrook for another BUCS fixture on UB Sport Fitness YouTube and also for the first time on the Burn FM radio channel. This is the University of Birmingham Men's Wands versus the University of Cambridge Men's Wands in football. I'm Aidan Clark and alongside me we've got...
I'm Megan Clivens, and I'm reporting with you today. I've done a bit of research as well as per top tips from my parents, so we've got some interesting facts and things for you throughout the game today.
Perfect. Well, that'll surely keep us entertained, although hopefully the football will do most of that. So, first of all, what competition are we competing in today,
So
Megan?
it is the Aldi trophy. So Aldi is their new sort of sponsorship and partner for the 22-23 season. It's to do with a lot of handing a lot of graduate schemes out apparently, so they're a big headlining sort of funding for them. So they're competing in the Aldi Men's Cup today.
Very interesting. Thank you to Aldi for supporting university sport. And hopefully, you know, we'll see a great game today.
Yeah, so it should be an exciting game. I was having a look at the league tables and things earlier for last season, and University of Birmingham did finish second in the 1A division, and University of Cambridge have just been promoted. So it should be a really interesting game today, see what Cambridge are sort of going to put out on the field.
Interesting, yeah. It'll be intriguing to see just how good Cambridge are then, having just been promoted to the same division as Birmingham. And of course, Birmingham will want to kick on this year after a second place finish last year. They'll be hoping to compete potentially for promotion above the Midlands tiers for next season.
Definitely. I think as well Cambridge are looking to restore their former glory. As I did a bit more research earlier, as you can tell, and they are unofficially recognised as the world's university oldest football club, established in 1856. So maybe they're looking to get themselves sort of back on the top of that with their incredible range of history behind them.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Preceding most professional football clubs, then, as of course the football wave, if you will, of club football started at sort of around the 1870s. Yeah. So Cambridge with a lot of history here. And yeah, certainly on the way back up with that promotion. So we are just a couple minutes away from the kickoff here. Of course, if you joined us last week on the Burn FM radio channel, we had another football commentary. We had the women's ones, and they took victory 3-1 in that game against... it slipped my mind. Who did they play?
It's completely slipped my mind as well. Who did Cambridge play?
I think it was Cambridge last week.
We've got some sideline help that can have a look on Instagram and complete.
I think it was Cambridge last week, so the men's will be hoping to repeat that fate this year.
Even though I can't remember the name, it definitely was a really interesting game. Very tight at first, and then they pulled it out with a big 3-1. But they were against actually Nottingham number
Okay, that's
2,
good from me.
But yeah, that was an exciting game. Hopefully the men's can sort of live up to the brilliant win that the women's had last week.
Indeed, and if you are on campus today, don't forget that the women's ones play after this at 4 o'clock. They kick off, I believe.
At Metchley Pitches, so that's just sort of closer to the medical school side of it if you're in UOB and know where that is.
As Megan's alarm goes off, that's a nice one for you listening in.
It's my wake-up alarm at 1:30 in the afternoon, clearly.
A bit of trauma for anyone who shares that alarm with Megan. Sorry for putting that through your ears at this fairly late time in the day now.
Yeah, maybe so. But it's sports night tonight, so I've got to get enough sleep so I can keep going throughout the whole night, I reckon. Yeah, but it's good weather today on the pitch, actually. It's been really sort of rubbish the last few days with a lot of rain, really dark, but it's actually quite sunny today. Getting a bit warmer, might have to take my coat off soon.
Yeah, we are probably going to see a very fast-paced game, though, with a lot of rain falling in recent days. It did rain, of course, a couple of hours ago today as well.
Yeah. Sun's out for Birmingham, so hopefully that's a good sign for Birmingham to play, and maybe a great sign for Cambridge as well to sort of step up to the mark.
Indeed, we're still waiting for the kickoff here. It's 1:30 now, so I think we'll have a quick plug. If you are joining us here, remember tonight on burnfm.com we are going to have the sports team show where I will be hosting for the first time. And, you know, if you want all things sport, you can come along and tune in from 7 till 8 p.m. just search burnfm.com on the web.
Yeah, and we don't just do sort of BUCS University fixtures or just Birmingham fixtures here. We've also been going and getting in the press box for a few games recently at Birmingham City Stadium as well as Aston Villa, so Villa Park Stadium. So you can watch sort of media commentary on the Twitter and the Instagram, just Burn FM Sport on both of those as well, if you want to sort of keep updated with what we're doing and what the students are all getting up to.
Yeah, and Megan, I believe you went along to Villa Park at the weekend.
Oh yeah, it was brilliant actually. So I'm newer to football, the game of football, but I've definitely learned a few things, had a few people help and teach me what the rules are, but I'm still a little bit shaky. But yeah, it was a brilliant game. It was the women's game v Reading, and it was a Villa win with a red card as well, so it was very feisty on the pitch. I don't think I've seen that much aggression in a while in a football game.
Yeah, it was a red card in the game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And if you have joined us, thank you very much, because of course there's the World Cup going on at the moment, but as we all know, BUCS sport is so much more important.
Oh, way more important
than the tournament going on in Qatar.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting what's going on in Qatar at the moment. I'm not sure about, I mean, obviously watching it is quite a moral dilemma at the moment with everything that's going on.
That's why you should watch BUCS Sport here on the UB Sport Fitness YouTube channel.
Exactly, we're definitely very inclusive here. Yeah, but it was interesting. Like, obviously, we had the Saudi Arabia v Argentina, I believe it was, Matt, was it? With an unexpected Saudi Arabia win.
Yeah, so the referee just makes his way around the pitch now to check the goals. I'm sure the kickoff will come at some point and we can stop babbling on and get involved with some football.
So I believe, if my research is correct, that the Cambridge men's are called the Blues, but I feel like they're wearing green. Now, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but I do feel like it looks a bit more green, a bit more of a teal than a blue, so I'm not sure what's gone on with their sort of kit design this year.
I think it's a mint. I think that's what I'd call it.
But it's
mint.
not a blue.
Mint green. No, I wouldn't say that's blue. Maybe it's an away kit.
Maybe, possibly.
Not much variation if that is the away kit and the home kit's blue, but...
Well, at least they've got some blue bibs on.
Certainly not what I would refer to as blue, that's for sure.
No. Still waiting for kickoff as well.
Yeah, the referee leisurely making his way across the pitch here. Any chance of a kickoff to save us this waffle that we planned for 5 minutes, not 10.
Maybe all their alarms were 1:30 in the afternoon as well.
Maybe. Certainly not prepared. As the Birmingham side now head towards the dugout, so that's surely an indication that this game is minutes away.
Well, hopefully.
And
hopefully it'll get a bit more sort of livelier when the game starts.
Hopefully indeed. So
up
quickly, while we've got some time, Megan, I'll ask you for a score prediction.
Okay. So Birmingham obviously finished second in the league table, with Cambridge being new to this league, which is 1A's. So I believe it will be a Birmingham win. I haven't seen how Cambridge have played. They struggled to find the scores on all the other games, but maybe a 3-1, maybe a 4-1 to Birmingham. Cambridge have obviously got some moves behind them, but obviously Birmingham much more sort of higher up in this league, obviously a bit more sort of settled within it as well. So I would assume that they would be sort of the safer team to bet on for the win.
Yeah, this Birmingham side comfortably in this division now, fighting towards the top. So yeah, I think I'll have to agree with you, Megan. Maybe a little bit tighter for me. I think Birmingham will edge it sort of 1 or 2-0.
Possibly, yeah.
But
I don't know, it could go either way at this point.
Yeah, for all I know, it could end up 6-all.
Yeah.
BUCS Play has not been our friend today. It's not been helping us out with team sheets or recent scores, which, you know, as commentators, is not the best possible outcome we could have had.
Yeah, honestly, maybe next time I'll prepare a couple more days in advance before it goes down on the very day that we need it the most.
Yeah, well, we did have a very swift change of plans this morning. I think I woke up to the decision that we were commentating on this game, not the women's game later, which I
was very thankful for, because it cut about 20 minutes off the walk to the game. So I can't say that I was too disappointed that it was moved down to Borney B instead of all the way in Metchley.
No, and of course down here on Bournbrook we have the lovely sight of Old Joe up above us. If you're tuning in from Cambridge, then that is the wonderful clock tower that we have here at the University of Birmingham.
I think, as well, and I heard this fact in my first year, so it's a couple of years ago now, It was. Have you seen Monsters University, which is sort of the
I have
offspring
seen Monsters
from,
University,
Monsters Inc.
and I
It
know
is
what you're going to say now.
what the clock tower on the campus is based off of.
Yes, and also, old Joe influenced the tower in Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Well, what can I say? Birmingham's clearly a lot more influential than I'd known. I also think as well, and I could be really wrong here and misheard a fact, but it's one of the world's, or one of Britain's largest freestanding.
No, it's the
clock
world's
towers.
largest freestanding clock tower.
But it doesn't look big enough, like compared to the world, does
No,
it?
I think the
surely?
world needs to step up its freestanding clock tower building game.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I've seen probably Lego construction kits that have built something higher than that. But yeah, it's definitely a good bit of history on campus today.
It's the two keepers now being put through their paces, I think.
Oh, so I've just got some information actually from my grandma, who's obviously listening on the commentary. She said that Cambridge Blue is some kind of name for an elite Cambridge sports person. So I'm not sure if that's got 100% relevance to this sports team, but it's definitely very interesting to know if anyone else has got any idea on why it's.
So that must be
called
why
the
they're the
Blues
Blues
team.
then, yeah. They are clearly elite
Oh yeah.
in their mint green.
Yeah.
It's, you know, I'm sure the kickoff was supposed to be 1:30 for this
Yeah,
one.
it definitely was. Well, that's what it was advertised of as.
So we're just making sure that kickoff is on the way here. It's was supposed to be 1:30, but obviously delayed for certain reasons. The referee now blows the whistle. Captains are going to be heading in. We're finally going to be getting underway
And
just in time.
I've just had a request as well from actually the girlfriend of the captain of the first teams. I just want to say hello to her mother. I believe it is. What was the name again? Hannah Wood. Actually, it's lovely to hear that you're tuning in today and listening.
Yeah, thank you for joining us. Sorry about the last 10 minutes of broadcasting that we've had waiting for this kickoff to come. I'm sure that the standard of commentary will improve when we actually have some football to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to hope it does, really. And I mean, it's a good experience, isn't it? And I'm sure that we've all learnt something. Or
So the referee's got the captains in here, which means we should be just about a minute or two away from getting the kickoff going. We'll just be deciding who takes the kickoff, who has what side. I don't think there'll be much preference for either captain to spot the sides today. There's not too much sun, there's not too much wind. The game will surely just be decided by the actions on the pitch. Very few outside influences. The rain has stopped. The pitch will be very slick. I think both teams will have to take a bit off their passes to make sure it's not running out and away for goal kicks. So we could see a very fast-paced game here today with such a wet surface still after a lot of rainfall in the last week.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's one of the better pitches as well, I believe, across a lot of sports campuses as well. A lot of money's going into it. Obviously, we hosted the Commonwealth Games here this summer as well. So
Did we?
Oh, that's sarcasm. That I almost fell for that. Yeah, we hosted the Commonwealth Games, so we've had quite a bit of money pumped into it, really. Especially with the gym being a athletic standard, Olympic standard.
Yeah.
Facilities.
Yeah, the university with a lot of influence on the Commonwealth Games this summer, of course. If you were tuned into the hockey, for example, just about 50 metres to our right is the pitches where the Commonwealth hockey was played.
Yeah, I mean, it was brilliant, really, especially as a student in Sellyhoek. Definitely took advantage of that. Didn't think I'd be going to the Commonwealth Games. Saw a few different sports that I wouldn't have normally gone to see as well. Really affordable. Probably one of the best events that sporting events that I've attended in a while.
Brilliant, yeah. The squash was also hosted at this university. Of course, that's the only event that ended up being held in the Sport and Fitness Centre because the swimming pool is 1 centimetre too short in the UB Sport
Which
Fitness
was apparently
gym.
gutting as well because it was a complete error of measurement because it was originally sort of planned for the Commonwealth Games and to be Olympic standard.
Yeah.
They put all the money into it and then, someone just clearly didn't do their maths right.
Yes,
wouldn't wanna be
maths
there.
errors, yeah, can cause large mistakes, as I would know as a maths student. So we've got the teams out onto the field now. Birmingham just in a huddle, psyching themselves up ready for this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over 10 minutes now since kickoff was meant to happen, so I'm not quite sure what's happened, but the ref and I believe they're now called assistant referees.
Assistant referees, yeah.
Are having a discussion, sorting out how they're going to let the game go.
Yeah, this week we've got official assistant referees. Last week we weren't afforded that luxury.
I think it was players, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, something to be said for that, but we are ready to kick off now. The assistants head to either touchline and the referee will get us underway in just a second. This is, if you're just joining us, the University of Birmingham men's ones against the University of Cambridge men's ones in, as Megan has happily told us all, the Aldi Men's Cup.
Yeah. They do some brilliant graduate schemes. I've been reading about them all this morning. I'm sort of considering post-university options with it now. I suppose that's why they sponsor the football, so you have a look at it, I guess.
Yeah, so for those listening on the radio, Birmingham line up in red and blue, Cambridge in mint and white. Birmingham kicking from left to right for us, Cambridge from right to left. And we are underway. Cambridge take the kick-off straight out towards the left-back position, and Birmingham heading to press straight away. And you have to wonder if Cambridge's lack of experience in this division will have an effect on their performance today. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, obviously we can't tell too much from the first sort of 30 seconds, but they definitely seem to be playing in control. We've just had a turnover there to Birmingham. So they've got possession of that ball, and let's see what sort of magic they can work with it.
Yeah, so Birmingham just looking to play out from the back here, getting a bit of early possession under their wing as they head out towards the right-hand side here, right in front of us. The number 11 looks to take it down the wing, well across from the Cambridge number 14. It's out for the first throw-in of the game to Birmingham.
Yeah.
Birmingham looking to get some early possession in the Cambridge half.
Yeah, coming off a few heads there as it goes straight back into Birmingham possession, and niftily avoided the Cambridge player there. We'll see how the Cambridge defence is going to sort of fare against the experience of the Birmingham players.
Yeah, as Birmingham work it to the back again, looking to build out from their centre halves. It comes out to this right-hand side again. A lot of fluidity on this right-hand side so far between Birmingham's number 11 and number 2. They seem, very happy to overlap and switch positions. Definitely. And that could be something they can exploit as the game goes on and see if Cambridge can keep up with that.
Definitely. I mean, it's looking sort of really smooth. They're gaining possession of that ball. I think Cambridge looked a little bit hesitant there with the tackles. So I'm not sure whether it's just the nerves that are getting to them or just trying to feel the way around the pitch and what Birmingham's tactics are like as they keep sort of a slow possession of this ball. Straight back to the Birmingham goalkeeper.
Yeah, Birmingham not afraid to play this one out from the back. They seem comfortable in possession so far. Cambridge employing a sort of mid-block to prevent Birmingham from building too much in Cambridge's half. So Birmingham will take their time and work it between the centre-backs again. Big shout on our near side for the ball out wide right, but instead it goes to the other side, a long ball over the top towards the left wing, and Birmingham keep possession of it here.
Yeah,
but
there
it's
was
well
definitely
defended.
A competition there in the corner for the ball there, with Cambridge just sort of getting out at that last second. It's going to be a goalkeeper kick.
Yeah, good defending from the Cambridge right back, just shielding that one out for a goal kick.
Ooh.
First time we've seen Birmingham go direct, and their high press here gives them an opportunity to put the ball into the box. Birmingham's number 9 puts it across, and it's cut back to the number 10 who gets a shot away. It's a good block, falls in the box, and it's cleared by Cambridge. A good opportunity early on for Birmingham.
Cambridge has defended that brilliant now, with them following it straight up the pitch, straight actually to the Birmingham goal. Birmingham just regaining possession of that ball there in the defence, with the goalkeeper moving in to kick it out.
Yeah, Cambridge looking to counter on Birmingham there, but it's well played by Birmingham's goalkeeper, just coming outside of his box to clear away.
I mean, it was impressive, really. Birmingham really put the pressure on them, but Cambridge really made sure they were pushing back. They didn't lose their cool, and that paid off as they managed to make a big run down the pitch, and now they are in Birmingham's half. Let's see what they can do with this.
Yeah, the first spell of possession we've seen from Cambridge in the Birmingham half. They can't keep hold of it from the throw, though. I just wonder if Birmingham can create anything from the centre forwards, but with no support, the Birmingham number 9 loses it, and Cambridge head back towards their keeper. They seem more willing to play direct football, Cambridge, looking to look long more than Birmingham are. Birmingham happy to control possession and build out instead of looking over the top too much.
The Cambridge goalkeeper certainly got one hell of a boot on him. Definitely very controlled. I think he's obviously one of their better players as well. With
Yeah,
Birmingham just keeping gentle control of that, and they've gone straight down the pitch as well. I think the first sort of 10 minutes of a game really decides on how both teams are going to play and whose rules are going to follow within the game, and whether it's going to be long or whether it's going to be controlled. And both teams fight for dominance on what sort of strategies they want to play and how they want to play the game.
Yeah, and it seems Birmingham want this game to be played with the ball on the floor and primarily, you know, with the ball at Birmingham's feet. They've been playing out from the back a lot. Cambridge.
It's gone out there off the back of Brum number 6, so we've got a throw in for Cambridge.
And again, another throw on this near side for Cambridge. Cambridge seem more intent on playing quickly towards the forwards, not wasting too much time playing it around the back and trying to work opportunities. They want, you know, more of a vertical approach, which I think is befitting of the fact that they are recently promoted into this division, not taking any chances, looking to get the ball forward when they can.
I mean, that's the thing, even though they're new to this division, there's a bit more bite in them. They'll have something to prove, so they've got a lot. Obviously, they've got a lot more on the line, though. Birmingham does have on the line their sort of reputation as coming second last year in the league. Yeah,
and of course, both teams will have to figure each other out. They won't have played each other much at all, especially not in recent years, as that throw-in goes to Cambridge. Birmingham contesting that, but I think it did come off
again, brilliant.
A UOB foot last.
Brilliant defence, really. Again, they're just maintaining that pressure, and obviously it's shocked Birmingham a little bit, as I don't think they were expecting the newbies to be applying so much pressure on them so early on.
No, good win in the midfield there for Cambridge's number 3, coming inside from the left-back position, and he carries on his run as Birmingham managed to deal with it on this right-hand side for them, and that's a great ball inside from the Birmingham number 6, but couldn't find his teammate there. I think maybe the number 7 not expecting the ball to reach him.
Yeah, just not quite the support there that maybe they could have done with. It's gone out over there for a Birmingham throw.
Yeah. Birmingham throw on the far side to us, so they'll look to settle this game again, as it got a little bit frantic in the last 5 minutes. Maybe a bit more than Birmingham would have wanted, as we saw how they want to play the game in the first 5 minutes with the...
Well, definitely much more controlled as well. They're wanting to sort of maintain that control. Goalkeeper's got it now straight to see if they're going to make a run up this field and try and get into the goal, make a bit more exciting football for us again. Yeah,
brilliant football from Birmingham as they work it out to the right-hand side here, and the number 2 very happy to overlap again. Good ball in, and the keeper can't keep hold of it, and he's made the save there somehow. The cross from the number 2 came in on the overlap. The keeper couldn't hold it for Cambridge, and he's calling for a free kick, but I don't think he had 2 hands on that ball when the number 10 got the shot in. It flicked up off the hand of the Cambridge goalkeeper and out for a corner. Yeah. Good opportunity there for Birmingham, maybe a nervy moment for Cambridge's goalkeeper.
I mean, definitely, I was holding with bated breath then, thinking, are they going to get it in or not? But obviously, just Birmingham couldn't quite take advantage of that lapse of judgment there from.
And Birmingham win the header from the corner, and it's just flicked wide of the far post. Good opportunity again for Birmingham. That's the 3rd good chance they've created now, and they'll be a bit more confident with their set pieces, knowing that they've got the first contact there and almost
especially within the first 5 minutes. I mean, within the first 5 minutes, they've had about 3 opportunities to score a goal. So maybe it will be a 4-1 prediction.
We'll see. It has been a fairly fluid game so far. Birmingham maintaining most of the possession, and that looks like how they will intend to play as they put the high pressure on now. Cambridge seem comfortable here playing out, and it's very good from the goalkeeper to pick out his left back.
I mean, I've noticed Cambridge number 3 is particularly working quite hard off that ball, making a lot of big plays for them. Definitely a huge part of their defence, one of the reasons that Birmingham's not quite managed to get it past that goal yet.
Yeah, the Cambridge number 3, their left back, will surely have a lot to do. It seems that way so far, as Birmingham have looked to build down their right-hand side quite a lot. As it is, Birmingham have it at the back. The keeper looks to spread it out to the left-hand side. It's won by Cambridge, forcing Birmingham back towards their own box. And Cambridge have won the ball on the edge of the Birmingham box here. Can they lay it back to a player who's free? The shot comes in, but it is blocked. First opportunity, really, for Cambridge in this game, and surely a foul on the Birmingham man. The referee's not giving it, and Cambridge are going to get a corner here. Well, surely that was a foul.
Got a few sort of angry voices there on the pitch. Windows also picked up a little bit, so I don't know whether that's quite reflecting the mood of the game at the moment, but definitely a few sort of angry, raised voices there on the pitch against what the refs made.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely an error from the referee. Surely a free kick for UOB down in that corner, and the referee must have missed it as Cambridge get the corner in now, and it's a brilliant header clear from the Birmingham defence. But Cambridge have an opportunity to put it back into the box if they can. They try and work it into more space on the left, and this time
Birmingham player's gone
get the free
down there,
kick.
clutching the knee, but they seem to be straight back up again, so I don't know whether that was as much of an injury as it initially looked there.
Well, coming from Rugby Megan, you've got to get used to players staying down here in football.
I mean, that is the biggest difference, really. Quite a lot of injuries.
Indeed, as Birmingham look long for one a few times this game, going forward from centre-back, and it almost cleared the Cambridge centre-half.
With Cambridge just knocking it into touch there for a Birmingham throw-in.
Birmingham number 2 will come over to this near side right in front of us to take this throw. Birmingham looking to find more space. They've created a couple opportunities so far. If you're just joining us here on UB Sport Fitness or on the Burn FM radio, it is 0-0 here at Bournbrook between the University of Birmingham and the University of Cambridge. But Birmingham showed a lot of industry so far, caused a few problems for the Cambridge defence, and with a lot of possession, they certainly look comfortable in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good game so far, really. Although Birmingham are definitely dominating in their attack, Cambridge are providing a really good defence. We've got Birmingham building up for that, and yeah, just another missed goal attempt there, unfortunately for Birmingham. But hopefully they can pick back off it as they go in for a corner. Yeah,
the Birmingham number 2 flying forward from right back again. His shot just deflected out for a second Birmingham corner of this game. They won the header from the first one, and it flicked just wide of the far post, so they'll be confident they can get another head on this one.
Yeah, so
if there was a better corner, it's flicked to the near post.
Yeah, goalkeeper's grabbed
but
that.
It's gone straight out for a goal kick. The ball's already out before the goalkeeper had it in his hands, I believe.
There's definitely some big sort of exclamations there from the players against the ref decision. I'm not 100% sure on why. We've got Birmingham possession of that ball again with number 11 looking to pass and look at his options straight to a Cambridge player who's knocked it straight back to Birmingham, who take it straight onto their goalkeeper to sort of plays down the field, slow down the game and regain, I think, some form of strategy to the game, because it's just been a little bit messy in the last 5 minutes, really, gone about all over the place.
Yeah, a bit of a risky pass from the Birmingham 11 there, straight across the pitch, and didn't get nearly enough height on it to clear the Cambridge midfield. Got away with it that it wasn't controlled in the centre of the park, but Birmingham managed to rebuild, and they've got it in the midfield now. Good feet from the number 12, who works it out to the left-hand side. Birmingham patiently building up as they have done so far this game. Good switch now out to the 11, who's touch inside. Wins him the free kick off the number 3, just catching the back of the number 11's heel there. And Birmingham have a good chance to get this ball into the box or potentially get a shot on goal.
I mean, that was unlucky for Cambridge number 3 there. I don't think he really meant to do that as such, but obviously sometimes when there's so many legs around the ball, then people are going to get kicked and accidents are going to happen.
Yeah, as it is, Birmingham will be happy to have the decision. And
a happy accident.
Indeed. Bob Ross joining us on the commentary here. And I wonder if Birmingham will take this opportunity to test the palms of the Cambridge goalkeeper again. Of course, earlier on, he struggled to keep hold of a cross from the right-hand side. So maybe Birmingham fancy their chances at giving him a test. They've got 4 on the edge of the box as well, Birmingham, in case they want to cross it. Instead, they work it into the feet of the striker, and the shot comes in, and the ball's in the back of the net. Birmingham make the breakthrough. It's a set-piece routine, and it's worked like an absolute treat for the University of Birmingham.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously something that they've been practicing there and that's paid off well. Bit of a disappointing celebration. I was hoping for some more exciting celebrations like what we've seen in the World Cup.
Yeah, not quite the
obviously not been practicing on those
somersaults
parts as well.
of Al Dasari for Saudi Arabia yesterday, but Birmingham more involved in the adulation of their teammates, because it was really a team move that created the goal. I mean, a ball into the feet of Birmingham's number 9, who spun on the ball. Will probably be disappointed with the effort he let off. It was dribbling towards the goal, but I think it was the Birmingham number 11 who was quick to slide in and get there before the goalkeeper and knock it underneath the Cambridge number 1 and into the back of the net. So Birmingham will be very happy with that one.
I think there they just took advantage of maybe a lack of experience in the Cambridge team there. Put it straight past and put that pressure on when they looked a little bit stressed and under pressure. Yeah,
and that'll be a big confidence booster for Birmingham. They probably deserve it on the balance of the play. So far, they've been confident in possession. They've created chances, and, well, we said they should test the goalkeeper again after his fumble from the cross earlier on. They did so, and this time there was nothing the goalkeeper could do to stop it. And Birmingham have the advantage.
Yeah, with Cambridge getting that ball. Some arguments there with the ref, I believe, as the Birmingham player went down and a Cambridge player went down. Can't.
Yeah, it's a
fully see
Cambridge
what's
free
going
kick.
on
Harsh decision potentially.
Well, I think it was based on the idea of a tackle or a slide tackle.
Yeah, well, the slide came in, and I think from where we are, I thought the Birmingham player got the ball, but the referee is closer to us, and
Obviously,
he's
watching
given the
something
decision.
a little bit different.
No VAR, of course, in BUCS sport, so the referee's decision is final, and Cambridge now from a very, very similar position to where Birmingham had the free kick that they scored from, have the chance now to get themselves level on the score sheet. And the free kick comes into the back post, and the Cambridge number 5 made the contact, but couldn't get nearly enough on it as I think he was trying to play it back across goal. It's comfortably into the Birmingham goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah, an easy save there for goalkeeper as they launch out as quick as possible. But Cambridge have regained possession of that ball. Let's see if they can take advantage of that. And unfortunately, it's gone straight out there. So that'll be a goalkeeper throw in.
It'll be a goal kick, I believe. Gone straight out for a goal kick.
So, just a quick question. What is different between, obviously, throwing a kick apart from the obvious? Why would the goalkeeper be kicking here and not throwing it in? Is that just personal
Because the ball went
preference?
out. So if the ball goes out, the goalkeeper has to kick it.
Right.
If the ball stays in play and and it comes through to the goalkeeper, he can do what he wants, whether he kicks it or throws it.
Right.
But because the ball went straight out and behind, it's
So
a
they
goal
have
kick.
to kick it. Right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I'll be putting that knowledge into play in the next match that I watch.
Good header there from the Cambridge number 3 in the left back position. That ball adjudged to have gone out for a Birmingham throw. I think that was a harsh decision, but we're at a tough angle to see that.
Yeah.
The assistant referee on this near side was the referee for our game last week as well. As Cambridge win it in the centre of the park, gaining a bit more possession in these last couple of minutes as they look to fight back into this one. If you're just joining us, it is 1-0 to the University of Birmingham here against the University of Cambridge. We've had about 15 minutes go here, slightly late kickoff as to when was planned. Birmingham recently taking the lead, and they're looking to build out again here, out onto the left-hand side as they flood players forward now. The overlap comes, and Birmingham slow it down and look to build through the centre instead. But they can't find the pass there. And Cambridge recover possession once again. And Cambridge are not afraid to play forward on the counter-attack here.
No, definitely not. The confidence hasn't been knocked by the scoreboard, which I think, if anything, it's boosted up what they want to do. So it goes straight back into Cambridge there. As they look to try and make this goal, but just sort of too gently touched there, I think. Not quite enough aggression on the ball.
Yeah.
Easily stopped by the Birmingham goalkeeper.
I think I was surprised the shot didn't come in initially from the Cambridge number 4 on the edge of the box. He seemed to have space to let an effort go. Instead, played one extra pass, and the shot that ended up coming in was just way too weak. As a brilliant tackle in there from the Cambridge number 10 to win it back. And this time he bursts through into the box and forces a much tougher save out of the Birmingham goalkeeper. Yeah. Birmingham not happy with the referee, but I thought that was a completely fair challenge. And the Cambridge number 10 causing a few issues on that right-hand side. Birmingham just need to get control of the ball again and a bit more possession, I think, to take the sting out of Cambridge's recent attacks.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, putting a little bit more pressure on. I think Cambridge are hungry to equalise this score and prove themselves, at least sort of get some points on the board there. It's Birmingham possession as they make their way at the pitch. Let's see if they can work their magic like they did last time they were up at this end of the pitch. Straight to number 11 there as he looks for some options.
Oh, brilliant cross in.
And just unlucky there, just missed the ball. Otherwise, that could have been a brilliant goal there.
Yeah, great cross from the Birmingham number 11. I think always trying to get it onto his left foot, and he managed to cut inside. Swung in a lovely delivery, and it was the number 7 coming in from the left wing, making that late run into the box. And he just got a toe onto it, but not nearly enough contact to turn it towards goal. But again, Birmingham causing problems when they get forward. And it's, as Cambridge look to build out, they've played it straight into the feet of the Birmingham number 11. The flag goes up against the Birmingham striker. Disappointing there, as for both sides really. Cambridge looking to play out as they have done so far from all their goal kicks, not kicking long, and for the second time there, they've given it straight to the University of Birmingham in a dangerous position.
Yeah, I mean, definitely the Cambridge goalkeeper just booted it down the pitch there, straight into Birmingham header, but back into Cambridge possession, which is, they've secured that again nicely.
No risks this time from Cambridge after giving it away so cheaply last time.
No, definitely not.
As the rain starts to come back again here down at Bournbrook, so that might be a factor in this one. The wind's picked up, the rain's starting to come.
The winds are changing, some might say, so we'll see if Cambridge can turn the winds on this game as well.
Well, they're certainly growing into it. A few more chances created from Cambridge since they fell behind, but Birmingham brilliant again with the playing out from the back, not worried at all by the Cambridge pressing, working around it like the strikers aren't even there for Cambridge.
I mean, it's interesting to see how both teams have sort of adapted to the play. I think Cambridge is beginning to see that the shorter play of Birmingham pays off, so Cambridge are trying to take on a little bit more of that in their play, with Birmingham securing, Birmingham number 2 there securing the ball straight to number 11, who boots straight across the pitch. But Cambridge have done a nice steal there as they go on the attack. Let's see if they can keep this short. Not going for as many of those risky passes there, but straight, unfortunately, into Birmingham's.
No, well, I think the artificial pitch that we are, of course, playing on really favours the play with the ball at the feet. Not many, lumps and bumps in the surface to cause issues with playing out from the back. And I think Birmingham taking advantage of it, of course, on home turf, used to how this pitch will play, and they're not afraid at all with the ball at the feet. The keeper very confident.
Boots it across the pitch, straight into a Cambridge header and a Birmingham header, and straight back into Cambridge possession. Yeah,
disappointing for Birmingham there in the midfield. Could have brought that down and potentially held on to possession in the Cambridge half, but looking to find the striker with the head and just wayward with it. So Cambridge will look to build out now. The number 10, who's caused a few issues on that right-hand side, manages to knock it down the line to his overlapping right back.
And
Birmingham managed to deal with it. And yeah, the goalkeeper taking no chances with that one.
No chances.
Ball coming back to him on his weak foot, straight out.
Straight out of the gates, really. I mean, I wonder who's going to go get that, 'cause I don't think it's one of the football players. They've got straight.
New balls, please, as the ball comes out of the bag, and we'll get back underway. And yeah, I'm sure one of the subs will be sent around to get that.
I mean, we were very lucky because that is a public walkway, so we were very lucky that someone wasn't stood underneath that. I wouldn't have wanted to be the poor devil that got that straight on the head.
Well, it's what you've got to expect down here. Everyone knows what goes on at Bournbrook. Flying.
The famous Borny Bee.
Flying balls from everywhere, whether it's rugby, football. You just have to expect it at this time on a Wednesday.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Sports BUCS Wednesday, Big BUCS Wednesday. It's the one where it all comes out.
That was unbelievably partridge from me. As there's a handball in the midfield from Birmingham, so that free kick will go Cambridge's way. A little bit disappointing as Birmingham had a chance to build out there. But Cambridge will have the opportunity now to put the ball into the box and potentially get themselves on the score sheet and level this up at 1-1. Cambridge have had a few set pieces in the Birmingham half so far, not managed to take advantage of them as of yet. Can this be the one that makes the difference for them?
Yeah, so we've just got a kick there from Cambridge, see if we can get that straight in, but Birmingham have excellently defended that ball. But Cambridge have managed to gain possession. Let's see if they can work some magic on this ball and equalise that score. They've put it back to their players, clearly looking for the options that are a bit safer rather than daring to put it near the Birmingham players after the play that we've seen from them.
Oh, it's given away cheaply in the midfield from Cambridge again there. Just not nearly as confident on the ball as Birmingham have been, as the ball looked to be played through to the Birmingham number 11, making the run from the right-hand side. The keeper got to it first, took a risk by controlling the ball.
That was
Birmingham
interesting.
have a throw-in up the field now.
Yeah, that was an interesting decision for the goalkeeper. I think if I was him, I'd have just put my body straight on that and not let that Birmingham player come anywhere near it. But
surely a clash of feet there, but the referee not interested in a decision. I think maybe a little bit soft for a free kick, but there was definitely a clash of boots in the centre of the park there. Birmingham not happy with some of the decisions that have gone Cambridge's way so far. So it'll be a throw into Cambridge in their left back position as they look to build out of a bit of trouble now. Birmingham win it back high up the pitch again. It's on the edge of the box now with the Birmingham number 10. They look to just play it back safely into midfield and build from there. Cross comes in from the number 12. It's a brilliant ball in, and no one gambling on it in the Birmingham.
I mean, they
in the middle
sort of
for Birmingham.
Slightly jogged up to that, really, didn't they? They didn't really look too enthusiastic about getting that in. I don't know whether they were aiming to look at a set piece there or anything like that. But yeah, Birmingham definitely could have taken advantage of that. And for some reason, they just didn't put that pressure on.
Yeah, I think maybe not.
Excellently placed kick.
Yeah, not expecting the ball in from the number 12 there straight away. It's a great ball into a brilliant area. The corridor of uncertainty on the edge of that 6-yard box, but neither the 7 nor 9 for Birmingham in the centre of the field gambling on it. No one seemed to fancy it, and in the end it just ran through straight for a Cambridge goal kick. Again, Birmingham winning the ball high up the field though. This time Cambridge managed to get away with it just about, and now maybe they can counter with space in the Birmingham half, but the overlap coming on that right-hand side. the pass just couldn't be completed by the Cambridge number 10, and it's out for a Cambridge throw on the far side to us. Cambridge certainly looking to exploit when they can break that Birmingham press, playing quickly and using the space that it allows.
I mean, I think if Cambridge can keep up the level of fitness and cardio that they've shown so far, then they're in with a really good chance against Birmingham, as they're quick, they're speedy. If they can wear them down, it definitely shows a good game for them.
Yeah, I think just the technical ability not quite there so far for Cambridge today. Birmingham certainly have looked more comfortable on the ball, but like I say, when Cambridge break that Birmingham press, which is very high up the field, they seem to have a lot of space to build into, and maybe that's something they can look to exploit as this game goes on.
Definitely. And we've got Cambridge possession there again.
Ah, that ball's surely gone out.
Hands up there for all the Birmingham players who obviously weren't too happy with. I think they started trying to ref their own game a little bit after a few questionable decisions from the referee.
Yeah, Birmingham, big shouts there for the throw-in, and they get the decision that they want this time. That ball just trickling over the near touch line. Cambridge losing possession once again. I think they'll be unhappy with how many unforced errors they've had in the centre of the park so far, which has just stunted their growth into the game.
Yeah, that Cambridge number 9 there, quick on the ball to challenge number 6. So he didn't have too much time to decide what he was going to do with that, and just had to sort of push it back to the goalkeeper.
Yes, Birmingham look to curl one in behind for their left winger flying forward here, and he gets the wrong side of the Cambridge number 2, but can't quite keep it in play. It will trickle out for a Cambridge goal kick. But that option in behind the Cambridge right back towards the number 7 on the far side, who looks very pacey, seems to be something that Birmingham are looking to deploy.
Yeah, I mean, it's happened a couple of times now, and I think as soon as it sort of goes well, then it could be a really dangerous thing for Cambridge to have to defend against.
Yeah, great header by the Birmingham number 2 there from right back, not allowing Cambridge to build out too much from the goal kick as they gain possession now in the midfield. Cambridge just looking to get a foot on the ball, it seems, work their way around this Birmingham press, which is so intense, so high up the field. I mean, Cambridge being flooded at the back by Birmingham attackers looking to win the ball high up the field, and that forces the error.
Really, they just managed to keep possession of that, unfortunately, with a bit of a ball error there. That means it's gone out, so it'll be a Birmingham throw-in. Oh, straight through his legs as well. I don't think the Cambridge coaches clearly didn't want to pass too kindly to Birmingham there, as Birmingham pop it out straight to the back and look to make their way upfield and get control of this ball again after a very panicked few minutes there.
Yeah, Birmingham certainly looking to deploy a very high press, and it's caused quite a few errors from Cambridge so far. As Birmingham play it back towards their goalkeeper now, once again very comfortable with the ball at his feet, and finds his centre half, who works it into the centre of the field. And now there's a lot of space for the Birmingham number 8, to create something if he can. The ball is into the feet of his striker, but poor control, and the ball turns over towards Cambridge. But Birmingham win it back comfortably in their own half again, and will look to play out. Very calmly done from their right back into the centre of the park. I mean, Birmingham's so good on the ball so far.
Yeah, they've really regained control, though. I would say give a bit of credit to Cambridge, the fact that they've started to defend their Birmingham goalkeeper a bit, as they've realised that he's being used for a lot of options, and Cambridge has started to put a little bit of pressure on him as well.
Yeah, Birmingham win the corner here. Once again, we see that ball out to the number 7 running in behind, deployed, and this time he gets onto the ball, forces the mistake out of the Cambridge number 2, wins the corner, and we've seen Birmingham are a threat from set pieces so far. And can they win the header again and potentially double their lead, as we are about 25 minutes into this game here. Corner comes in, and once again the first contact is Birmingham's, but the number 3 completely missed it with the head. It bounced off the thigh and straight out of the box.
Just not quite.
Cambridge get the decision there. I don't think there was much in that. The referee seemed to spot a tug back of the shirt, and Cambridge will manage to build out with a free kick.
Yeah, definitely. So Cambridge have got that. Let's see if they can sort of work on the advantageous decisions that the ref's making towards them. As Cambridge are going to put the ball up. Excellently passed there and avoided the Birmingham players really well.
Once again, the press so high from Birmingham, and they win it back in the Cambridge half. Once again, I mean, how often have we seen that in this first half?
I mean, it's definitely the pressure that they're putting on. It's making Cambridge panic, make a few passes maybe that they could be making more educated ones. Straight back to the Birmingham goalkeeper there, as he looks for his options on the pitch. You can see that Cambridge aren't pressing them too much, as he takes quite a while to have a look for what his options are. Just the red number 2 there taking it in. Yeah,
Birmingham just lacking a little option in the centre of the park there. So the right back number 2 inverted very quickly to receive the pass and just keep the ball moving.
Definitely seemed a little bit flat from both teams there, sort of watching what was going on without anything happening. Birmingham looking there to regain control, and
Brilliant
number
ball.
11 to make a
And there's
Plays
the
out
overlap
pitch.
from the number 2 once again, flying forward on this right-hand side with his
Wow.
pace. Keeps the ball in play, but the pass back to his right winger is poor.
Just not quite secured there. But yeah, definitely the pace that Birmingham number 2 put on them was fast. It didn't look like anyone was going to be catching him anytime soon.
Indeed, I mean, he's clearly shown that he's not afraid to get forward. This Birmingham right back on the near side to us, overlapping constantly when he gets the opportunity, and he caused a few problems to the Cambridge defence with that early on in the game. We haven't seen it for a while, but once again they're just flying forward, and Cambridge can't seem to keep up with him. As it goes, that is out for a Cambridge goal kick, and once again they'll try and play out from the back. So Birmingham will deploy the high press again. Everyone apart from 3 members of the Birmingham defence inside the Cambridge half when they play out from their goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So that's
You
certainly
can
a
tell
risk.
how Birmingham are feeling a little bit about this game, as we've just seen Birmingham number 2 there crouched down to tie his shoelace.
An error from the Birmingham centre half there, miscontrol from the throw-in. He'll be disappointed with that as Cambridge win a corner. He just managed to atone for it, but a little loose in possession for the first time, the Birmingham centre halves.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
Cambridge
it's showing
now
that
with
they're
a
getting a
chance.
little bit tired, potentially. Let's see if Cambridge can work off this and equalise that score.
Yeah, Birmingham have been so secure at the back with the ball, but just for the first time, a little chink in the armour, and the corner's headed clear. Birmingham managed to deal with it. Head tennis on the edge of the box, and the referee seems to spot an infringement from the Cambridge strikers, who must have caught someone just after the header was won, and Birmingham will be able to settle it now with a free kick on the edge of their own box.
I think the referee's having to have a lot of words there on the pitch. I don't know if you can quite hear him on the live stream, but he's definitely a lot of commotion on the pitch about disagreements surrounding his decisions. Goalkeeper call for the ball there. Looks for his options, making a lot of good plays by using this option.
Yeah.
Because the goalkeeper's got one of the best positions on the pitch, really. He can look at the whole thing and decide where best to put that ball.
Well, yeah, he'll be disappointed with that pass into the centre of the park, which eluded his midfield teammate, but Birmingham regained possession. I mean, it's very clear that Birmingham don't want the ball idle for too long. They're very confident in quick 1-2s, whether it's just shifting the attack in certain ways, making sure that the press can't be too strong by holding firm on the ball and keeping it in the same position.
I mean, what's significant on this pitch is the amount of noise that's coming out of Birmingham. They're constantly calling for each other and shouting for that possession, which I think is helping them keep control of that ball. Less noise there from Cambridge, but
yeah, Cambridge do win it off the high ball though.
And
Cambridge have it in the Birmingham half. It's a good ball into the feet of this striker, but good challenge in from the centre half, and it runs through to the goalkeeper with a loud
good decision
claim.
as well to catch that, I think, as Cambridge are putting on that pressure, so he's going to lob it out.
Yeah, keeper will settle now. I think we've just
got a player down, maybe possibly a little bit of blood, touched his nose.
Yeah, I think he just
interesting signals from the referee there.
Just caught an arm in the face. The physios will come onto the pitch just to give the Birmingham centre half a little check over. So if you're just joining us here, we're probably just over half an hour in now. We don't have a clock with us here, but we kicked off slightly late for this one, but Birmingham's certainly been the better side here, leading 1-0 as we are. A neat set-piece routine which led to, I believe, the Birmingham number 11 or the number 10 sliding in to steer home. And, you know, Birmingham could have added an extra couple. Cambridge haven't threatened their goal too much. Only one sort of clear opportunity for Cambridge so far, which in the end was a comfortable save for the Birmingham goalkeeper. Up the other end, Cambridge have had a few problems caused for them. But as it is, the University of Birmingham lead 1-0 against the University of Cambridge as the Birmingham centre-half just gets a little bit of work done on his nose to stem the bleeding that he caught from an arm in the face. So Cambridge come into a huddle now. What do you think they'll be saying in there?
I think they'll be talking about maintaining that pressure, maybe less sort of messy play, controlling the ball, slowing it down, just like Birmingham sort of been doing when Cambridge have been applying that pressure. Birmingham seems to be a little less engaged in their team huddles. They're having a few discussions, coach talking to a couple of the players on the sideline there. But yeah, definitely I think Cambridge should be quite proud of themselves. They've just come up into a brand new league, a league above what they were in, and you know they're doing well. They're against a team that's finished second in one of the top leagues in BUCS, and you know they're not making it too easy. But it'd definitely be very interesting. It'd be interesting as well as to watch as Cambridge develop, see if they stay in the league and how they sort of learn from playing sort of these new high teams and performances. But yeah, so some brilliant games there.
Yeah, it's just a long stoppage here. I think definitely some blood flowing from the nose of the Birmingham number 4, I believe. So hopefully he's all right. He should be fine to carry on. As he is on his knees now, just making sure, I think, that there's a strong flow so all of the blood can come out. And, you know, we've seen a lot of good play from Birmingham so far. I think they're very confident with the ball at their feet, working it through the midfield often, very patient build-up. But then whenever Cambridge are on the ball as well, Birmingham, you know, deploying a very high press. And it's caused a lot of issues for the Cambridge defenders who have looked to play out from the back. They've given it away often in dangerous areas, and it's caused Birmingham to create a lot of chances so far in this game. So I'm sure Cambridge in that huddle there will be maybe dropping some hints to not take so many risks at the back if they don't have to.
I mean, I think as well Cambridge will be looking to maybe defend a bit more secure. They've been defending really well, obviously. They've only got one past them so far in 33 minutes of play, I believe it is so far. But yeah, I think Birmingham will be wanting to get maybe another couple of points on that board before half time, and Cambridge will be looking to sort of keep defending it and hopefully not let the goal difference be too significant.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, many say that 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football, but
Why that?
Well, because at 2-0, the next goal is integral. If the opposition gets one back, suddenly they're right back in the game. I've never agreed with it personally. I mean, I've always thought surely that 1-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football, but I mean, who am I to judge? I've only been watching for 12 years.
I'm sure I'll have an opinion on that next time we do commentary.
Yeah, do your research,
Yeah.
Megan. By the next time we're on comms together, I think I'm going to be asking you what do you think is the most dangerous scoreline in football. As it is right now, even though Birmingham only lead by 1-0, they seem very sort of comfortable. They haven't seemed too threatened by Cambridge yet. Of course, only one real opportunity for Cambridge that we've seen come in.
Yeah.
The shot from inside the box from the Cambridge number 10 from the right-hand side that just, in the end, was fairly comfortable for the goalkeeper. He held it firmly. I think the angle was too tight to cause him too many issues. Cambridge will want to create more than they have. The ball seems to have broken down every time they've looked to get into the final third. It's this long pause in play.
It really is. We seem to have had to do a lot of waffling today. Maybe we should have prepared a few more facts.
I know, this was really not the day for BUCS play to go down. But the Birmingham number 4 is back on his feet, heading off the pitch. I'm sure he'll come back on and be okay. They seem to have stemmed the bleeding, which is very good. Maybe just a change of shirt needed. The physio's head off as well, so the Birmingham number 4 will just have to head off for a short spell. He'll come straight back on, I'm sure, and the game will get back underway.
Yeah, I mean, having a look at some of the media there from Cambridge, Matthew Hawthorne, their captain of the Blues team, just sort of mentioned the fact they've retained a lot of the lads from last season, so a lot of players that are used to working together, so maybe we'll see that teamwork sort of shine soon. And yeah, definitely they had a close to an unbeaten season last season, so maybe this season's a bit more challenging for them. Also, count how many times I managed to say season in that sentence there. I think it was a few.
Yeah, as the game is back underway, Birmingham kicking long this time, which we haven't seen very often. I think just making sure they don't take any risks with their centre-back off the pitch. But the number 4 is back on now with, I think, lots of tissue stuffed up his nose. So we'll hope that he doesn't sneeze. And Cambridge have the throw on the far side to us as it finds the feet of probably their most dangerous player so far, the number 10 on the right wing for Cambridge, but he can't keep hold of it. And Birmingham recycle possession again in their right back position.
Yeah, I mean, Cambridge just need to be running up and placing that pressure. They're leaving room for Birmingham to run with it, really.
Yes.
Waiting for Birmingham to come to them rather than going to Cambridge going to Birmingham, but it's gone straight out there.
Yeah, as the Birmingham number 11 cuts inside again and swings the cross in, and it came off a Cambridge head, so Birmingham will have a corner here, and the centre-backs will head up.
We've seen a lot of corners in this game, I believe, especially from that side of the pitch.
Yeah, Birmingham not afraid, I think, to swing the crosses in, and Cambridge with another flick on across that's taking it behind. And yeah, every corner we've seen so far, Birmingham have got the first contact on it, so they'll be confident that they can cause some trouble for the goalkeeper here as it comes in, and there it is!
Another brilliant goal there for Birmingham, easily put in. Easily put in there for Birmingham, so it's making the score 2-0 to Birmingham.
Yeah, well, as we said, Birmingham have caused issues from set pieces so far. Once again, they win the first header, and it's the number 4, still with tissue stuffed up his nose, who wins the flick on straight into the corner. And, you know, just way too simple for Birmingham. Their Cambridge won't be happy with that at all. They haven't dealt with set pieces well.
Definitely.
And even with a bleeding nose, the number 4, still good with his head.
Definitely a big testament to him. Yeah, I think it's obviously that's where experience is coming out. Birmingham are very used to playing these pieces. They're experienced, they're used to working together, and Cambridge just maybe haven't come across this until they've come into the league on such experience.
Yeah, I'm sure the Cambridge coach won't be too happy with how they've dealt with set pieces. I mean, it's the worst thing for a manager to see your team constantly beaten on set pieces, as I would know as a Leicester City fan. But yeah, just way too simple for Birmingham, and with that goal, you know, that gives them so much comfort in this game now with a 2-goal lead. I mean, as we were talking about in the interval, 2-0 now, so is this going to be the most dangerous scoreline in football? Will Cambridge now get back into it? We'll have to wait and see, but it doesn't look like it on the balance of play so far. Birmingham looking comfortable, and that goal now just gives them the solidity in their lead and their performance that the first half probably warrants for them. As we've been going for sort of just over 45 minutes now, but we will see a lot of stoppage time for that head injury for the Birmingham number 4.
Yeah, definitely. We've got sort of 5-6 minutes left of this half now. But yeah, definitely at the end of the game, I think it'll go fairly into overtime.
It's a good flick on and out for a Birmingham throw. The Cambridge number 5 not taking any chances there, just nipping in front of the Birmingham striker and knocking it away.
What I find interesting about football that's a bit different from a few other sports I've watched is that other sports will stop the clock for injuries and such like. Is that not done in football?
Not at all, no. So there's actually some talk about it now, but I would be very against the stop clock system.
Why is that?
So to speak, where it will make... So football is very well known for being the sort of most free-flowing of all the sports, really, in terms of play. You know, the clock never stops. The game is constantly going on. And, you know, the reason the stop clock idea is being considered is because of time wasting in football. But it would make football last a lot longer as a game. And I think, you know, with the intensity that the game is played at, you know, so much talk about player welfare at the moment and the huge workload that is on players with the amount of games that are played so often. I think with a stop clock system, you know, the games would last so much longer, and it would be a huge test on player fitness that I just don't think is necessary. I think it's really not something that has held football back in any way. I don't think it would be an improvement to change how the timing system works. So why make the change if it's not an improvement on the game?
Very strong opinions. Next week I'll have an opinion on that, and then we can have a debate about it.
Yeah, I understand the stop clock argument in terms of time wasting, but as we've seen, particularly at this current World Cup, referees looking to clamp down on time wasting, and we've seen stoppage times which are very long. I mean, in the England-Iran game, we saw 24 minutes in total over the 2 halves of added time, which is the most in any World Cup game ever.
Wow. Kicked out of play there by Birmingham, so it's a Cambridge throw-in.
Yeah, we'll head back to the game at hand now. We just had a dead spell in the game, which let us, you know, go off on that tangent there.
Yeah.
But Cambridge have it now just about in line with the Birmingham box, and they get a shot off. Very speculative effort from the Cambridge number 7. It takes it down from the throw-in, spins, and looks to hit it on the volley, and it just swerves away and out for a Birmingham goal kick, not troubling the goalkeeper at all.
Yeah, we're in the last 3 minutes of this half now as well, so Birmingham will be looking to make sure that Cambridge can't get that past them, and they can go into the second half with a clean sheet on Cambridge's side.
As the Birmingham's second goal scorer there, their centre half, the number 4, plays it out to this right wing where Birmingham have caused so many problems.
Straight down the pitch.
Number 11 looking to beat the left back of Cambridge, and he does just that. He's beating him down the wing. The ball is cut back.
Can Birmingham get this in for a third?
It's a good block, and the number 11 is
that,
offside when it falls to his feet, so it wouldn't have counted if he'd stuck that in the back of the net. The referee will play on advantage, but
definitely very
good
close,
opportunity
though.
there for the Birmingham number 7 as the 11 with a barnstorming run down this right-hand side managed to cut it back to him, and as he came back onto his stronger right foot, he got the shot away, but maybe we'll be disappointed that he didn't trouble the goalkeeper there in such a good position.
I mean, Birmingham almost escaped the most dangerous Score point board system there, as some may argue, with the 3-0, but they're looking here. Oh, really
Well,
high
that free
jump there from
kick's
Cambridge and
gone.
straight down onto his shoulder. I'm not sure what that was about. I can't
Yeah.
quite see what he's saying.
Well, the free
that's
kick's gone
injured.
Cambridge's way. I'm quite intrigued. I would love to see
wondering why
that
he
back
went
if
that
I
so
could.
high.
Yeah, it was a great leap from the number 2. I didn't see much either way in terms of a foul. I think just the coming together, but
Ooh.
Cambridge have got the decision. So they will have another chance to put it into the box. Their set pieces haven't given them much at all so far, as we see that fall again, and I feel very sorry for the Cambridge number 2's back, which he landed on there. Seems to be okay. Doesn't seem to be walking too gingerly. There's a high line here from Birmingham for this free kick, so they're looking to make sure the ball doesn't get too near their goal. They've dealt with set pieces well so far, but this time Cambridge win the header, although the number 10 for Cambridge is adjudged to have given a shove in the back to his marker, which is why he won the header, and Cambridge concede the free kick. So once again, nothing coming from a set piece.
Should be one of the final plays now, as well, as we're into our final minute. So Bowie were looking to keep this, then probably put it straight out of play so they can.
We've got to bear in mind the added time though for the injury.
But do they not put that on at the very end?
No, it's at the end of each half.
Oh, then we've got ages to go.
The long ball from the Birmingham goalkeeper. Big kick from him, but straight through to his opposite number, not picking out the number 11, making the run off the right-hand side. And Cambridge work it into the centre of the park now. The number 7 has time and space to play a ball through, but he can't find his teammate, the number 10, making the run through. It's well defended by Birmingham.
They go straight off a Birmingham head there and straight back into a Cambridge possession. Birmingham not quite securing that where I think they could have really there, but just didn't quite take advantage. Straight back to Cambridge. The number 3 looking for some options here.
Again,
just a miss there.
Again,
Straight
disappointingly lost in the middle of the park by Cambridge, just as they were looking to get some settled possession. And now a good overlap down this right-hand side from the number 8. Ball into the box is well defended and comfortably dealt with in the end by Cambridge. Very well done. The most settled they probably looked in defending a cross into the box.
They're definitely looking to play quickly as well. I think they're clearly wanting to get some points on the board before half-time's up.
Yeah, it's the keeper with the ball at his feet here. Looks to play it out to the left-hand side. Picks out his number 14, who flicks it inside. But Birmingham seems to deal with that. But now the ball over the top gives Cambridge a bit of space heading towards the Birmingham goal for the first time in a while. And the number 7 lays it back to his teammate, the number 14, who has a chance to put a cross in, but just didn't really settle in possession of the ball and rushed the pass and gave it away
just off
very
the foot
cheaply.
there from Cambridge as well.
Yeah, Cambridge have got to be disappointed with wasting that opportunity, surely.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't exactly their best play there from Cambridge, but it is looking interesting. They're definitely maintaining and upping that pressure, making Birmingham make some quicker decisions, which I think is much better, as both teams get a lot more sort of out of breath, out of fitness as they look forward to this half-time break.
Yeah, I think the first mistake that Cambridge have really forced there from the Birmingham back line as the number 6 stepped out of position and the ball found the Cambridge number 7 breaking through in space, but just breaking down, and that seems to be the story of Cambridge's first half. Their attacks are breaking down, whereas Birmingham seem to be, creating more opportunities and causing more issues to the Cambridge goal.
There's a lot of very serious faces on these pitches. They just walked past. No one's looking too happy at the moment with how the play is going. Oh, straight off Cambridge number 4's head there, as he's gone down. As I believe that, and this time number 10 making some good plays.
The Cambridge number 7 found space again, breaking through that Birmingham line.
Honestly, just a bit more pressure and oomph on that ball, and I think it would be harder for the goalkeeper to defend. But so far, they're just kind of rolling. When Cambridge are making those attacks, they're just kind of rolling it straight into his hands, not really putting him under too much pressure. Yeah,
the number 7 not making the desired contact he wants there, but only the second time, really, that we've seen the Birmingham goalkeeper forced into a save. So Cambridge creating a little bit more than they have done so far. As another great cross in from the Birmingham number 11 on this near side.
Just a miss there for a header, but if he'd have got that in, that'd have been pretty cracking. They're getting closer and closer to the goal, and quicker as well, which maybe is testament. Maybe Cambridge is sort of slowing down a little bit, and just as Birmingham picking up and really getting into that game and forcing that across. Yeah, the number 11 certainly causing a lot of issues here. Very happy to cut in onto his left foot, which seems to be his favoured foot, and he's curling in these crosses from the right-hand side under very little pressure.
and it just flicked the top of the head of the Birmingham number 9. The number 7 coming in at the far post couldn't get near it, but it's causing so many problems as he cuts inside and whips these crosses in. Cambridge really need to put more pressure on the number 11. It's a brilliant spin from the number 7 on the far side to us, and he looks to play it in behind for his striker, but it's well intercepted by the Cambridge number 6. But wonderful footwork from the Birmingham left winger there.
And Cambridge have just sort of secured that again. Straight back to their goalkeeper, trying to get into some space as they were sort of fighting for possession there.
Yeah, and Birmingham will deploy their high press as they have done so far this game. Cambridge struggled to build out from the back because of it, and once again Birmingham win it in the Cambridge half.
That. Cambridge have just taken advantage of the opportunity, booted it straight down the pitch, right back
brilliant
to the
from the Birmingham goalkeeper, very confident to sweep outside of his box, and he just lets that run into the 18-yard box now.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely controlling the pitch during this game. He's been leaving his box, he's been going all sorts all over the pitch. The Cambridge player there running up, putting a bit of pressure on as the goalkeeper decides to pick up the ball just to sort of stop any sort of competition, and unnecessary competition there.
Yeah, the goalkeeper for Birmingham, very, very confident with his feet, and what a wonderful kick that is out to the left-hand side to the number 7, who looks to switch it, but it's straight through into the hands of the goalkeeper. But I mean, that was absolutely brilliant from Birmingham's goalkeeper. What a pick out on the far side of the pitch.
Goal as well.
It would indeed.
The pitch there to Cambridge defenders.
I think the only criticism I would have of Birmingham so far is potentially picking out their man up top, the number 9. He's had very little actual involvement in the game. I think the ball not finding him to feet very often. The cross is always over his head. I think maybe a bit to do with the teammates, maybe a bit to do with the number 9 himself. He just hasn't seemed to involve most of the players come down the wings for Birmingham. Yeah, and definitely. Maybe they'll want to get their front man involved a bit more if they're going to extend this lead.
Definitely, there's been a few times that number 9 could have been sort of really useful and popped in, but they've just sort of neglected him in the middle there.
Yeah, so Birmingham have a set piece here, just inside the Cambridge half. They'll look to put it into the box, and they win the header again. It's the number 4 who scored the second goal.
I think they've smashed heads there because Cambridge player is down.
Well, the number 4 once again involved in a head injury, this time giving instead of receiving.
Yeah, clearly he fights with his head.
He does. I mean, as we can see, he scored the goal with his head. He's had a blow to the head. He's given a blow to the head, and he is. You know, he's won everything in the air so far. I think very confident off set pieces, the number 4, as we saw with the goal. Clearly there, winning the header against his opposite number as well. So Cambridge will certainly have to look out for that if set pieces come in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. There's a bit for them to look at, sort of work on here. Looks like the Cambridge player's up.
There's a good flick on from Birmingham's number 9. Can he get onto his own flick on? It's cleared away, but not very far.
11 just missing it there.
Yeah, the number 11 with an air kick there, but he keeps hold of possession, finds the cross in, the shot comes in. It's a good block to prevent the Birmingham number 7, and the ball will end up with a Cambridge goal kick. Once again, the number 11 causing problems on this near side to us with another ball across, the cutback falling to the number 7, and once again his shot coming in, but blocked before it reaches the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean, that number 11's really causing problems in Cambridge there. He's all over the place. He can't quite keep tracks on him. It's so fast.
He is. I just wonder if he made contact with the initial cross as well. If he could have potentially turned in a third, but as it is, we head to half-time with Birmingham ahead by 2-0 here against the University of Cambridge. Certainly a deserved lead. I mean, the University of Birmingham have looked extremely confident on the ball. They've created plenty of chances, and I think the 2-goal lead does not flatter them at all, Megan.
Yeah, I know. It's been really exciting, actually. It's a good played game. I'm enjoying, even though Cambridge are losing, I've enjoyed watching them play. So far, and I'm excited to see if they can bring a bit more bite in the second half.
Yeah, and if you are sick of our voices, you'll have a short break from us for now. We'll see you again in the second half. Yeah. This is the University of Birmingham Men's Ones versus the University of Cambridge Men's Ones football here in the Aldi Men's Cup. It is 2-0 to the University of Birmingham so far, and I think they completely warrant that 2-0 lead as we're just getting ready to kick off for the second half. The first half was a long time coming and a long time taking. We had two head injuries, and Birmingham straight onto the attack as they take the kick-off, forcing a clearance from the Cambridge number 4 straight away. And I think that may be an indication the second half might be similar to the first half, as Megan avoids
yeah, no thank you, I will not be participating in any sort of football engagement there.
Yeah, welcome back, Megan. What are you expecting from this second 45?
Hopefully not to have to catch the ball when it comes out this way. I'm expecting some big moves. I'm hoping for Cambridge to get a goal and, you know, have some of their hard work to pay off, but I am realistically expecting Birmingham to maybe put a few more set pieces in there and get a few more on the goal line.
Yeah, as Cambridge have it pulled forward, intercepted there from the Birmingham number 6. The Birmingham number 4 seems to have sorted out his nasal issue, as he, a clash of heads saw him get a nosebleed in the first half, which saw a long stoppage, but he was still, he still recovered enough to score the second goal for Birmingham with his head, and the tissue is gone from his nose now, so hopefully that has stemmed the bleeding entirely, and there'll be few stoppages in this second half because it is quite cold here down at Bournbrook. The end of November here as we approach the winter time. A long ball forward from Birmingham's goalkeeper, and the Cambridge goalkeeper has come way out of his goal here, dealt with it very confidently, heading it out for the throw-in. He just seemed to get caught under the high ball initially, but steadied himself well and dealt with the danger.
Definitely. I mean, we're straight back into Cambridge's half with Birmingham put a little bit of pressure on there, looking to get some points on that board.
They find the feet of the number 9. And he got the shot away with the right foot, and it just flashes past the post. The first real clear chance that the Birmingham striker has had in this game, despite Birmingham creating so much. And just wide of the post there. A real warning sign again for Cambridge.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've managed to get this ball up. Cambridge have booted this ball straight up the pitch. So we're looking at a Birmingham throw-in and see what they can do with this. Got some big cheers there for Aidan as there's been a goal.
Well, we will focus on this one, but at half-time I did put the Germany-Japan game on, and Japan have just scored a second. So it's Germany 1, Japan 2, but that's not relevant. We are here for the University of Birmingham against the University of Cambridge.
Which is a much more exciting match.
It is a much more exciting game, actually, and that's why I missed the second Japan goal and simply reacted to the scoreline. As Cambridge play it out from the back here, the number 6 on the ball. Once again, Birmingham not afraid to press high, and they force Cambridge out for a throw-in.
As Cambridge look to throw in, we'll see where they're going. A lot of communication on the pitch as they are obviously preparing on where this ball's going to go. And straight into Birmingham's clearing it there.
Once again, it's a Birmingham head that wins the ball, as we've seen so often in this game now. But Cambridge regain possession.
Yeah, I mean, straight through quite a few players there. As their Cambridge number 7 makes way up the pitch, looks for his options. Number 10 trying to make a bit of space there, but just stolen.
And again, it's cheaply given away by Cambridge. And can Birmingham counter now? The number 9 all on his own, but if he can hold it up, then he's got support coming. And he plays it out wide now to the Birmingham number 7. Can he cut inside onto his right foot and get a shot away? He does. Deflected and into the back of the net.
Straight goal there for number 7. But I believe was it an own goal?
I think that'll go down as a goal for the number 7. I believe it was on target anyway.
Yes.
The deflection.
Yeah, but just came off of a Cambridge player there.
The deflection took it past the goalkeeper. I mean, a brilliant counter-attack from Birmingham. Cambridge will be disappointed because they had the ball in a dangerous position, gave it away so cheaply.
Doesn't look too happy, though. I think he just had a bit of a rest against one of the posts as well.
I have to say, great work from the Birmingham number 9 on the far side to us. He held it up well. Wasn't messing about with it. Ball straight out to the number 7 when he was up in support. He cut inside, got the shot away, and I think it was going on target anyway, but the deflection was massive in taking it past the Cambridge goalkeeper, wrong foot in the number 1, and taking it into the roof of the net. And that surely puts the game beyond doubt now.
He's going to, and the goalkeeper's just picked up there. Sorry, I just realised I didn't quite say any words there as I got quite excited, but it's gone straight out there.
That's
Birmingham looking to tackle in, and goalkeeper securing it again. But yeah, we just had another goal there.
Yeah, so
just nearly.
3-0 surely takes the game beyond doubt now, and it was nearly 4 as Cambridge
Straight off
once
a-
again pressed at the back and they lose it, but the ball was just running through to the goalkeeper in the nick of time. The Birmingham number 12, I believe, nearly getting through on goal
Some
to add
would
a
say-
4th.
Some would say onto a less dangerous scoreboard as well for Birmingham there.
Indeed,
3-0,
they do
a bit
say
more
that 2-0
secure.
is the most dangerous scoreline in football. Surely Birmingham are comfortable now with that 3rd goal.
Oh, they're going straight again. It looks like Birmingham have really picked it up. They've clearly had a really good team chat, and they're playing a bit more, but they're just knocked there out of play.
Megan,
just
they're
as I
cursing
said.
it as she says that Birmingham looking confident. The number 9 just can't bring it under his spell, and it's out for a Cambridge throw-in on this near side to us.
Straight over. Oh!
Surely a push in the back, and it is. That was
Yeah.
literally 2 metres away from us. You can see it clear as day. Shove in the back on the Birmingham number 3. So Birmingham will regain possession and look to play out from the back, as they have done so confidently in this game. And they work it down to their 3rd goal scorer, the number 7, who's charging.
Number 7's making a
at
big
the
run there for
defence.
the goal.
Plays it into the
Straight
11,
onto
into the
number
feet of the
9.
number 9. It's a good block.
Oh!
Big
oh.
claims of handball. I think that would be very harsh to give it.
Yeah.
And the number 3 loops across in. The keeper
Ooh,
goes up,
oh,
doesn't
oh,
claim it. The
oh.
referee will surely give the decision to the goalkeeper, and he does. Big claims for a handball there. Didn't look like it came off an arm. If it did,
Yeah.
maybe accidental. So I think.
I mean, honestly, even if it did, I don't think it would disrupted the play too much there. Wouldn't have really stopped anything from happening there. It was a bit messy anyway, so I doubt Birmingham would have got it in. So I think it was probably a fair decision from the ref,
yeah, but
based on the
Birmingham
fact that it was so messy.
win it back again. That's surely a Cambridge throw-in. It is indeed. The number 11 causing problems down that side again. And as we saw on the chance that led to the handball shout, the number 11 inverting into the centre of the park to cause another problem for the Cambridge centre halves, who have only had to deal with the number 9 so far, but the 11 causing that extra man advantage in the centre of the park, which just seemed to overrun the Cambridge defence and create the opening.
What's going on? It's a bit different in this half. There's a lot more shoving. I feel like it's a lot more aggressive and a bit more violent than the first half. I think there's a bit of fire in both teams' bellies, and they're out for blood.
Yeah, potentially some frustration for Cambridge as well. I mean, I'm sure they didn't want to be conceding so early on in this second half. I'm sure that upsets their whole game plan, so they can't be too happy at the moment. They'll be looking to fight their way back into this, but you just, on the current basis of play, I don't think you see a route back into it so far for Cambridge. Surely they'll find a way to create something in this game, because we've seen very, very precious little in the final third from them, as number 3 trips himself up.
Yeah. Birmingham very niftily though, keeping possession despite number 3 sort of fallout.
And the number
let's see if
9
9 can put it across to 7 and
picks out his teammate, the number 10. It's going to break for the number 11, who turns it over the top.
Really,
what a big chance!
Really lucky there, but it is showing that the speed that Birmingham's putting on this ball is a lot of pressure. If they could get their accuracy now nailed down, then Cambridge are going to have a really hard time defending that.
Yeah, the number 9 streaking away from the defence there, breaking through towards the box, and his cut back found the number 10, who was dispossessed, but the ball ran through to the number 11, once again inverting from the right wing, and he surely had to score that one, but instead he turns it over the bar. He'll be disappointed to have missed from such close range, because he'll have wanted to get himself on the score sheet, I'm sure, as Birmingham get a free kick here for a late challenge on the number 2. And as you said, Megan, a lot more late challenges going in now, a few fouls in this second half, causing it to be a little bit more stop-start than first.
I mean, it could be from being tired, it could be from a bit more aggression in the bellies, a bit more panic on the pitch. And also Birmingham are getting really excited now. They're playing some much more exciting football, I would say, less set pieces and more intense football, with Cambridge as well, looking to make sure there's no more that are going through or going past them.
Yeah, as the free kick comes in from Birmingham once again, causing problems, and the number 4 had the opportunity to grab a second of the game from centre-back.
Yeah, but Cambridge defence just came in clutch there, looked at that ball and thought, we need to get this out. And we've got it straight across the pitch there and secured there by Cambridge, who looks through his options, but quickly clamped down by 2 Birmingham players, not really giving any options but to put it out.
Yeah, well, the 9 for Cambridge looking to hold it up against the Birmingham defence, but he just had no support. He seemed isolated up there on his own, and the ball ended up just trickling out for a throw-in, as he didn't have an option on, and he could only hold it up for so long. And Birmingham once again looking confident, playing the ball out from the back. The number 3 inverting to receive it in the centre of the park. It just keeps the ball ticking along for Birmingham. Now the number 12 has come out into this left-back position from midfield, and he flicks it down the line, and they're looking to find the number 7 flying forward. The keeper comes out to sweep and clears it out for a Birmingham throw, as the ball goes out of the confines of the pitch.
Yeah, I mean, interesting call because it does
we're
allow
gonna have
now
a new
for
ball.
Birmingham to set up a bit of a game plan. So I wonder how they'll sort of go off the back of this. They've had a few very close calls with the goal line in these sorts of situations. So it'll be interesting to see if they can use this again.
Yeah, the number 3 will take the throw here, adjacent to the 18-yard box as the number 12 makes the run from midfield to create the option. Good feet from the left back, and he gets a cross in now. Punch clear from the goalkeeper, not quite enough, and Birmingham still have it in the box. The number 10 looks to find the number 7 on the edge, who wins it. Can't quite get it under control, though, and it's cleared away by Cambridge. Can they launch a counter? No, then Birmingham centre-half, once again, very comfortable and manages to deal with it. Can he again? Surely a foul in there. Once again, right in front of us. Another tough tackle on the Birmingham number 3. You surely won't have enjoyed that too much. I think the number 2 desperate to win that ball for Cambridge and launch a counter-attack, but just a little bit over-eager, sliding in and taking the shins of the Birmingham left back.
I would say number 3 did milk the injury a little bit there as he's straight back up again. So, but obviously it's played off because they've managed to get that play from it.
I'm
Cambridge
sure
they're making some.
There was no play acting at all, and the injury was was serious. The reaction was sincere, and Birmingham now, out of nothing really, just a long ball forward, have found themselves away. The number 9 looking to break through challenges, gets a shot off.
Well, goalkeeper just saved it quite well there. Just got it. That did look quite promising.
Yeah,
there,
I think from our angle it looked like a better shot than it was. It looked like it was angling into the top corner.
Did.
Instead, it was much closer to the goalkeeper than we maybe thought, and it was well held by the Cambridge goalkeeper. But out of nothing, just a long ball forward. The number 9 working hard, finding himself the space inside the box and getting the shot away.
I mean, Cambridge defence has clearly picked up quite a lot as well. They're looking at it. They've realised the 9's their biggest threat. So they're going in, the clamping down, and they made it really hard for that number 9 to get that confidence on the ball, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll still be glad that he managed to create a chance on his own up there. This time Cambridge managed to deal with the possession. A few sarcastic olays when Cambridge make the passes, I think they're from some people who are down here at Bournbrook watching this one, which...
clearly Birmingham supporters.
Yeah, potentially not in the best taste, but as the flag goes up there, as Cambridge get away in behind the defence, just offside, I think, from the Cambridge number... Is it the number 10 on that far side to us? I can't quite see.
Birmingham goalkeeper not looking too enthusiastic at going and getting this ball.
No, he'll take his time. I think with Cambridge way behind in this one now, Birmingham can take their time over the ball and just look to see this one out as much as they can.
Got a few more people down here as well watching now, a bit more of a crowd than we had earlier. See what everyone looks a bit nippy in the winter coats. So we're going straight back to the middle there. Oh no, we're not. I was just watching the ref. Kickoff there from Birmingham straight to Cambridge player, and in their possession as it goes straight out again for Birmingham throwers.
It's an unforced error that Cambridge won't be too happy with, I don't think, because they're just giving Birmingham possession back in the Cambridge half. It's a little bit wasteful with the ball at their feet, and I don't think Cambridge will be best pleased with how often they're turning this ball over. This time, though, it's a Cambridge throw, and they can hopefully get themselves settled on the ball and look to keep a bit of control for now. You know, you'd hope they can maybe look to fight their way back into this one a bit. So it's a good win in the air by the Cambridge number 18, and they settle on the ball now.
Yeah, I mean, we're over 10 minutes now into the second half, so both teams will be looking to maintain their fitness, keep it going. I think Birmingham will be playing it maybe a little bit slower, not panicking too much about getting those goals in, as they want to keep that fitness up and make sure that they prevent Cambridge from really putting any past them. Yeah,
Cambridge just not causing any clear issues for the Birmingham defence. The Birmingham defence has been very comfortable so far, it has to be said. They seem confident anytime the ball comes near them. Don't seem too stressed about it, and as we saw there about 30 seconds ago, a confident header back to the goalkeeper under pressure from the Birmingham number 6. You know, not getting flustered by the pressure and just dealing with it very, very well. And Birmingham have a throw in now at right back.
Yeah, so straight to Birmingham possession there. Cambridge look to apply that pressure, but straight back to the goalkeeper as he looks to pass it on to red number 3 there, who's looking for his options. Number 7 calling for it to try and get that speed down the wing, with the goalkeeper putting it straight back into play.
Yeah, this time the goalkeeper for Birmingham not taking any risk with it, straight up in the air. He didn't quite catch it perfectly, though, and it didn't clear his own half. But Birmingham have won it now
Nice
around the
footwork
halfway
there
line.
from Cambridge, though, definitely.
Oh, what a brilliant pass that is, in behind the Cambridge defence. And the number 7 has time and space to put a ball across.
Brilliant save, though, there from... Brilliant bit of defence there from Cambridge.
Yeah,
just sliding in just before that Birmingham player could get the feet on the ball.
The Cambridge defender back in the nick of time. The number 5 sliding in to prevent the ball reaching Birmingham's front man.
Oh, brilliant steal there from Cambridge, though, just as Birmingham weren't quite looking, but straight back to Birmingham there. Not too long for Cambridge possession as it's gone straight out. Not sure which player that was heading to, but Birmingham have got it again, and it's going out for
a corner.
A corner.
Yeah, Birmingham.
So does it not have to go out in the... How big is the area that it goes out in the corner to make it a corner?
It's just anywhere behind the goal line.
Right. But they're not all corners, are they?
If it goes out behind the goal line off a defender, it's a corner.
Okay.
No matter where it goes out behind the goal line.
All right.
So...
Interesting. Birmingham
have been a threat from corners so far, and they are again, and it drops, and it's into the back of the net. Once again, Cambridge not dealing with the set piece. The Birmingham number 4 won the header again, looking for his second goal of the game. Instead, it's the Birmingham number 7 who grabs his second.
I mean, clearly these...
As the ball dropped to his feet, he just poked it into the back of the net.
Clearly these corner kicks are a bit dangerous for Cambridge, and they maybe need to avoid that as much as possible, because that's where Birmingham's really showing their skills and putting it through.
Yeah, I'm sure the Cambridge manager will be tearing his hair out, because that is the 3rd set piece of this game that Birmingham have scored from now. 2 corners and a free kick. And that is something that you just can't afford when you are newly promoted to a division.
I believe we've got the women's first team rugby as well now entering the pitch to start warming up for their match, which I assume will be shortly following this one. Though they'll be waiting for quite a while.
Yeah, this game delayed at the kickoff and delayed in the first half as well due to injury. So we've got a long way to go yet. As Cambridge ready some subs. I think not surprised that they're on the way as that old Joe strikes free.
It's a very romantic bong, really, isn't it? Does remind
if only
me
it was on time.
To be on this canvas. Is that true? Is it not?
Old Joe is not on time, no.
How badly is it delayed?
In fact.
By a minute.
In fact, he's fast. He's never been fast before in the whole time that I've been at the uni.
Half an hour late, early?
No, 1 minute early.
Not half an hour, 30 seconds. That's the same thing, really, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Usually he's slow, so that's good. I can't use old Joe as my... I'll have to readjust to that when I'm on my way to lectures. Not that I am ever not on time for lectures. As Cambridge gets back underway now, it is 4-0 to UOB. If you are just joining us, this second half has really seen the game get away from Cambridge now. It was 2-0 at half-time, but 2 early goals in this second half for Birmingham.
Cambridge put just straight on their bottom
a bit too much for Cambridge to deal with.
I mean, the team, Birmingham's really moving together as a team. You can see they put the numbers in, and I think that's what's making their attack so successful. That's what making their attack so successful, is they are putting the numbers in and they're quick enough to play off that ball when they need to.
So, Birmingham playing out from the back again. I have to say, I think the Birmingham number 3 right in front of us in this second half has been excellent since the interval. Caused so many problems for Cambridge flying forward from full back. And, you know, Cambridge just haven't been able to deal with it as they have it at the back this time, but the clearance from the number 5 is straight out for a Birmingham throw. So Birmingham can rebuild and look to go again. I mean, this game has really got away from Cambridge now, and they'll just be hoping to fight their way back into it, come out with some pride, maybe grab a consolation goal or 2, and, you know, head home for their sports night with something to cheer, I'm sure. Yeah,
definitely. You'll see them in Serco later with their usual chants and aversion to women, as I believe no women are allowed near them in the smoking area at their prees for Serco.
Very nice. As Birmingham win it back again, and the number 9 looking to run the right-hand channel here. He's under pressure from the number 6, but keeps hold of it, does the Birmingham front man. Great ball back to the number 12 on the edge of the box. He keeps control and flicks it out to the left back here, getting forward. Plays the 1-2 with his winger, but well kept up with by the Cambridge right back, who slides in and knocks that behind for a Birmingham throw. Good football again from Birmingham.
Luckily not a corner kick though, so
yeah,
Cambridge can still put it back.
Cambridge will be hoping to avoid conceding any more corners, as 2 goals have come from them. They just haven't dealt with the set pieces today, which I think, you know, coming into a new division, I think they'll be pleased that they've, you know, only conceded 1 from open play, but to concede 3 from set pieces, you know, that's something you can't afford when you're a new team, because it just loses you that opportunity to stay in a game. They've, you know, with the ball at the feet,
definitely. I mean,
they've managed to stay in it, but as soon as the
Birmingham
set
has seen
pieces
the
have come,
weakness
the
as well.
chances have just flowed.
I think as well, now Birmingham's seen that weakness, they'll be looking to exploit it as much as possible. So Cambridge really needs to sort of up the game and maybe start looking differently at how they defend from the corner kick and those set pieces.
Definitely, as Cambridge have the ball at the back here. They work it out to left back. A little flick through the legs there, whether it was intentional or not, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say that that's an intentional nutmeg, as the ball looks long towards the Cambridge right back, looking to get
Straight
forward
into
down the
front,
right-hand side,
in front of
but
us.
it's well intercepted by the Birmingham defence. So it's a throw-in for Cambridge. As they look to, I think the Cambridge number 2 has gone to right wing, in fact, maybe after the substitutions. We'll have to keep an eye on that. As once again, Birmingham looking to play out from the back, as they have done all game very confidently. This time, switch it out to the right-hand side for the number 11, who wins the throw-in on the far side to us. I mean, Birmingham's been so proficient on the ball, you know, all game, and it's really been a benefit to them. It's something that Cambridge haven't been able to deal with.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's not. I don't know what else to add to that. I think Birmingham played really well. I think the game's slowing down a little bit now. We are seeing sort of the same sort of things being played. So I'm just hoping they liven it up a little bit. I'm wanting a few more exciting runs, maybe some mistakes, a bit of controversy on the pitch would be exciting.
I'm sure Birmingham themselves will not want any of that now with the scoreline
Yeah.
comfortable, as much as it would be exciting for us. But, you know, as commentators, we can definitely hope for a bit more to come in
Bit
this
more
one.
drama.
With about 25 minutes to go. You know, we've got a lot of football ahead of us still.
Yeah. So straight into Birmingham's ball there, and they've kicked it out for a Cambridge throw-in, who are moving it quickly. Cambridge definitely trying to move this game along quickly, I think, wanting to make sure they can make as much use of the extra time that they've got and the extra time that they can have on the ball. Cambridge keep possession there as Birmingham fight to try and get that back, but Cambridge are just playing it short, simple passes, not taking too many risks, pacing it straight up, going closer and closer to the goal, but it's just gone out there.
Yeah, as I haven't had a
offside.
chance to check up on the live chat so far, but just looking in now, I'm going to wish the best of luck in the game today to Lewis Carroll's favourite fresher, Charlie Miller. So good luck to him today, whichever side he is on. Hopefully for his and Lewis Carroll's sake, the winning side today. Yeah, also, sorry, Joseph, for crying about the ref. I'm just calling it how I see it. You know, I think second half he hasn't made any mistakes, so I'm sure you'll be very glad to hear that. That's about all I have to respond to in the live chat.
Yeah, I think
Keep commenting
Jamie's
if you want to.
obviously enjoying the game as well, watching the game as well there, admiring the legs on number 7, which is an interesting observation.
It is indeed. As
Come on,
Cambridge
Ewan
have won
from
a corner
Ollie
here. So potentially a chance to get a consolation here. They haven't managed to create anything from set pieces yet, unlike Birmingham. It's an interesting defensive tactic for this corner from Birmingham, lining up 5 men zonally on the edge of their own goal. So they'll look to get first contact on it, and it works very well as they drive out from the goal line to win the header from the corner. Brilliant work from them. And they get it clear. The set pieces have certainly been dominated by Birmingham, whether it's attacking or defending. They have won every single header today, and that's testament to their defence. As the goalkeeper slips in the box there, and that was a bit of a chance for Cambridge as they found themselves in behind, and they've won another corner here. Their first bit of persistent pressure in the second half, which they'll be very grateful to have with about 20 minutes to go here. You know, with a second corner in a row, can they finally create something from a set piece?
Well, we can see. I'm hoping it's a yes, and that my score prediction will be a tad more accurate.
That's
just
true.
a question there as well to Joseph. Is that a mistyped spelling error or just some sort of abbreviations that were not
brilliant
quite
punch
clear on?
from the goalkeeper, by the way, as Cambridge do get their goal.
Oh, brilliant. So Cambridge have got the goal in. So currently I believe we're 4-1. So my prediction is currently correct if
That's
nothing
true.
else gets in.
Megan is spot on with her 4-1 prediction so far.
Clearly my football knowledge has
Cambridge
improved.
managed to get a consolation. If it is a consolation, there is still 20 minutes to go here. The corner came in and Cambridge finally won the header at it. And as it was knocked down, I believe it was the number 15 off the bench to thrash it into the top corner. Nothing the goalkeeper could do about it. And Birmingham will be a bit disappointed to lose their clean sheet over a set piece when they've been so dominant in that area of the game. And Cambridge finally, it seems, have that little bit of fight back in them with that goal.
That'll give them a lot more confidence now. Hopefully they'll be a bit more excited and explosive on that ball. Clearly they heard our criticisms on it not being a lively enough game. So it's gone straight there for I can't quite see, a little bit of debate on the pitch.
Yeah. So with that goal, I think
ball.
the Birmingham goalkeeper won't be too happy with his defence there. I think he did all he could with the ball coming back into the box. He got the punch clear, but it just seemed the defence weren't ready to react, and Cambridge were, and that's where the goal came from. So
definitely, I think maybe Birmingham have taken their eyes off the ball a little bit, got a little bit too comfortable with the score, and that's come back to bite them in the bum.
Definitely, I think that's the case with Cambridge creating a little bit more in the last couple of minutes. We saw them get back-to-back corners, finding a bit more space in the Birmingham half, and they've won it back in the half of the home side again.
Cambridge.
But the flag goes up against the goal scorer, the number 15. The referee hasn't spotted it, but the offside flag is up on that far side. Birmingham have won it back in the midfield though, so the referee will play on. And now there's space for the number 12 to dictate play from the centre of the park. It's out now to the number 13, who's come on off the bench, down to the third goal scorer, and the fourth goal scorer, I should say, the number 7, who's on a hat-trick. He can't create anything this time, but Birmingham recycle possession, and they'll look to get themselves, potentially another goal to restore that confidence that they had. It just went off the boil slightly after such a brilliant start to the second half. But here's the overlap from the Birmingham number 2, gets a cross in. This time it just bounces clear off the heel of a Cambridge defender. And can they counter now? It's a 4-on-3 situation for Cambridge. This is not something that Birmingham will want. The number 10 just seemed to overrun it slightly when he had teammates around him, and I'm sure his teammates won't be too happy with him there.
Definitely not. I think Birmingham, obviously their defence are getting a little bit panicked now, a few messy balls. Cambridge straight back into possession there as they steal it and make for the goal again. Let's see if they can put another one past them. And
it's a decent effort, to be fair.
Yeah, just missed it there. But do you know what? Powerful kick, a little bit lower, and it would have been possibly a bit more successful there.
Yeah, the number 10 with a good effort, just drifting away at the end there. Not quite troubling the Birmingham goalkeeper, who still, despite that goal, I think that's the only situation where Cambridge have really, really troubled in terms of actually getting a shot on target, which I think is something that they'll be disappointed with, that they haven't caused the Birmingham goalkeeper any
Definitely. I mean, number 7 there pacing down the pitch, going to try and keep it in play, but it's just gone out there.
Yeah, I think
off a Birmingham foot. So that'll be a Cambridge.
No, it did take a deflection on the pass, I believe. Really? Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So it's a Birmingham throw in there, and they'll be looking to use their speedy number 7, speedy number 9. Cambridge, though, secured that straight back onto the other end of the pitch with number 6 and number 11 fighting for that ball. Birmingham just about to secure it, but Cambridge have taken it and see if they're going to line up for a goal.
The effort just drifts wide from Cambridge's number 7.
But do you know what? They're competing for it. Like, they're putting in some effort now, and I think that it's showing that actually Cambridge have got a lot left in them to give, whereas Birmingham are definitely slowing down in their defence and maybe making a few more mistakes than.
Yeah, the Birmingham number 6 put under way too much pressure, a lot more than he would have liked. 3 players surrounding him, and he couldn't get the ball away. And Cambridge won it back, and I think they'll be disappointed in the end actually, because the shot, was a bit wasteful. It drifted wide when there was Cambridge players around him, and it was a decent opportunity to get a good shot on goal anyway. But there again, we see the mistakes coming from Birmingham at the back. The number 6 passing it straight behind
Clearly just very
for
tired.
a corner. So are we going to see a similar result to the last time Cambridge put a corner in from this side?
I mean, this could completely change the game, really. The way they're playing in the second half compared to that first half is incredible. Straight off a Birmingham head there, right back onto Cambridge, and Birmingham are about to secure that possession. Though straight back to Cambridge.
Cambridge recycle it. It does come out on this left-hand side with a chance to put another cross in. This time it's dealt with well by Birmingham. Can they win it at the second attempt? No, they can't, as the Cambridge number 6 keeps control, but he gives it away now. And can Birmingham counter, or will they settle on the ball? They look to counter. Brilliant pass out by the number 12 to the 11. He cuts back inside onto his favoured left, switches the play towards the 7. It comes off the Cambridge defender and breaks in the centre of the park for the Birmingham number 9, but he can't control it.
Cambridge are just outnumbering them. They're putting numbers in, and I think that's where they're getting stronger, because Birmingham aren't matching it. there's just much more options for Cambridge there at the moment than there is for Birmingham.
Yeah, Cambridge look to build forward again. It's a loose touch from the number 2 from Birmingham, but he fights for it in the centre of the park, and Birmingham come out on top, and that is
straight over.
Surely a foul, and it is a little bit of anger from the Cambridge number 10. I think he could potentially head into the referee's book here for a little bit of an outburst. Disappointed with the decision.
Expletives.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the complaint because it did look like a foul. I mean, it was a tough angle for us to see. The number 12 going over seemed to be sandwiched in between a couple. I think the referee will just want to calm down the Cambridge player here. You wouldn't want to see him head to the book. We've not seen a yellow card so far this game.
But he's arguing back. He is arguing back. I think Cambridge just obviously get a bit frustrated. They get excited on that ball, and it's just come out. It's passion for the sport, you know. It doesn't mean that it's right. It should be staying on the pitch, but it just does show that there's a clear bit of passion there, and I think that's why Cambridge are doing so well in the second half, really, and starting to dominate a lot more than they were in the first.
I think the referee dealt with that very well, though. The yellow card doesn't come out for the number 10, which, you know, it's good to see. I think he's calmed him down. The referee gave him just a long chat, long talking to about potentially why he came to the decision. I think the number 10 just frustrated, I think, with the situation in the game, and that's understandable.
I'm excited to see how the number 10 plays, though, now. Hopefully can channel that sort of anger and frustration straight into his game. Birmingham have secured it there as Cambridge clamped down for some pressure. The Birmingham goalkeeper put it straight across the pitch and back into the hands of Cambridge as Birmingham fight to try and regain possession. Cambridge are making their way down the pitch. Birmingham just fell over
The number 2
again
just
there.
loses his foot in at the right back, and Cambridge have a chance now to create something.
I mean, it's messy. The possession there has changed around quite a bit. No team is quite securing that ball.
It is. I think with Cambridge chasing the game, they're probably making this game a little bit more frantic. You know,
definitely. It's looking a bit panicked. They go straight down, and
flag goes up against the number 2 here, and there's a foul as
I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Well, that's right in front of us. So
don't know whether he tried to fall over on purpose or what really happened there.
The number 2 for Cambridge.
Very slow fall.
Yeah, the number 2 for Cambridge was offside, and he just caught the number 13 for Birmingham as he won the ball. And as the 13 went down, I think he must have caught the Cambridge number 2 as he was going down, and the Cambridge number 2 seemed to make the most of it, potentially to try and win something off the referee.
There we go, straight back into Birmingham there as number 13 paces down the pitch. Straight back into Cambridge possession as they look to get it straight into Birmingham's half. Straight off the Birmingham head, back into Birmingham possession.
Yeah, it's very well secured by Birmingham. And now there's space for the number 10 to drive. He cuts it out wide to the number 12, who's gone out onto the right wing, but that ball in is just slightly overhit.
Secured by the goalkeeper there as he's rolled it out. Not wasting any time. Cambridge back on the ball, making their way up the pitch. Plenty of options for Cambridge here, seeing who they pass it to as number 2 and number 11, I believe, once again fighting for that ball, just straight out of play there for a Cambridge throw in. Let's see if they can make the most of this. Number 15, they're trying to secure that ball. A little bit slow there, but Birmingham did manage to get that off the back of there as they look for the options. And number 3 excellently steals that ball using his body as well as his feet.
Well won by Cambridge's number 3, who I think has had a decent game today, to be fair, at the back for them. But Birmingham win it in the centre of the park now, looking over the top for their number 9 to make the run in behind. Can't quite find him, but this time now there's space wide left for the number 13, coming forward from full back onto his right foot, and now finds a pass to the number 9. Big chance, and it's another deflection that takes it into the back of the net.
But I don't believe they have given it there.
It's a goal. The number 9 scores the 5th for Birmingham. He was played through brilliantly by the number 13, coming forward from full back. Brought it under control well.
Rolled past the goalkeeper there. I don't think Cambridge will be too happy with their goalkeeper.
Well, it took a deflection, I believe, as the number 9 got the shot away. I'm sure we'll see it go again. Wrong-footed the keeper and just spun behind him. Nothing much that the keeper could do about it in the end with the deflection. And Cambridge, for all of the work they've done in the last couple of minutes, will surely be disappointed now to see a 5th goal go in against them. And the number 9 finally gets himself on the score sheet.
And my prediction, not quite predicting very well there.
Yeah, clearly. So Birmingham will be very happy to get that goal. The game seemed to be going away from them a little bit, even though they were comfortable in terms of the scoreline. Cambridge were fighting their way back into it a little bit on the pitch.
Looks like the other women's team's just roams on the pitch now for Newcastle University.
That goal surely now secures all of the 3 points for Birmingham. It seemed pretty secure anyway, but with a 4-goal lead and just about 10 minutes to go, there's not much of a way back for Cambridge now, and the number 7 is in behind looking for his hat-trick, and this time he can't find the back of the net as he has done twice before. Brought it under control, but with a poke forward from the right foot, it just drifted wide of the post.
Just had a bit of a giggle there watching the Newcastle women's rugby coach bend so he doesn't get in the way of the camera.
Yeah, will you be sticking around for the rugby after?
Possibly. It just depends. I've got to get prepared for sports night tonight, Magic Mike themed, so.
Oh, exciting.
Gonna get all dolled up, put my fake beard on.
Very exciting. If you're not interested in getting ready for sports night, or if you are getting ready for sports night between 7 and 8 p.m, make sure to tune into the Sports Team show tonight on burnfm.com, where we'll be talking all things sport. We will mention this game as well later, so if you want a little overview of that, then feel free to tune in. I'll be hosting tonight, and we've got a good show planned.
Yeah, exciting.
So,
I'll be tuning in while I'm painting on my beard.
Thank you very much. As Birmingham look to add a 6th here, which will put some real gloss on this scoreline. 5-1 up already here with just about 9 minutes to go in this one, I believe. We might have a little bit added on for substitutions and that little moment where the referee had to talk to a Cambridge player. So we'll potentially have a couple minutes added at the end of the half as well, as there's a foul by the Birmingham number 10 on his opposite number, just catching the number 10 for Cambridge there in the centre of the park. And Cambridge with a chance to put the ball into the box and maybe get themselves another goal back in this one, a second consolation. So about 40 metres out from the goal, as we can tell from the rugby markings on the multi-purpose pitch.
Getting a little bit nippy as well. So
great header clear
gonna be wanting to keep
from the
moving.
Birmingham defence. And can they win the
straight
seconds as
off
well?
all
We've
the
got a
heads
lot of
here.
head tennis on the edge of the box, and the
Bit
flag
like
goes up
penguins.
for offside. And Birmingham will be able to settle now and get the ball clear. Brilliant header clear from the Birmingham right back in the left back position now. Yeah, strong header, as we've seen a lot from the Birmingham defence today.
So it's straight there, kick from the goalkeeper, Birmingham goalkeeper, straight down the pitch, looking to make this scoreline even.
What a kick that is by the Birmingham goalkeeper, by the way.
Straight
And I'm
onto his face there.
quite amazed
Looks a
that Birmingham haven't got a free kick out of that. He seemed to pick out the number 12 straight away, and he went over
Slight injury.
in contact with the Cambridge number 3. And I don't know, it's very far away from us, so I can't really tell fully whether it's a foul or not. I thought it was. As it is, Cambridge looking to attack, and it falls in
Cambridge
space
have
now
got
for the number
numbers up
18.
here. They need to be using these numbers. Quite quickly there, they could have quite easily put that ball past them. It just didn't quite make advantage of that space that they had got there. But let's have a look here and see if Birmingham can shoot it out front. Looking for some options. Cambridge looking very feisty on that ball as Birmingham make their way up. Cambridge just need to intercept there to try not to put any more.
Brilliant skill
past.
here from the Birmingham number 7,
And
looking to
number
get his hat-trick.
Yeah.
Little step over, cut inside and curling shot, but the goalkeeper for Cambridge
Straight
holds
down
it
the
well,
pitch
and
there
there's
again.
3 players offside here for Cambridge from
Wasting
that
no
goal
time
kick.
in putting it down, really. I
Yeah,
mean, it's a curse and a blessing. You keep the game moving, but you also are obviously in danger of having your players offside because they're not quite ready to move. Or quite got onto that onside position.
As I have to say, we might see some cramp towards the end of this game because it has got very cold here down on Bournbrook.
Wishing I brought my gloves.
The early darkness comes. Yeah, I also wish I owned some gloves. It's got really cold down here. The right hand holding the mic is struggling, so if I drop out, that's because my hand has gone numb. But we have not long to go here now. If you are just tuning in to the UB Sport Fitness channel or on Burn FM, then it is University of Birmingham 5, University of Cambridge 1, as a shot comes in there on the edge of the box for Birmingham. It's been a assured performance from Birmingham for large parts of this game. Cambridge have had moments, certainly in the second half, where they've created chances.
Definitely.
But
I mean, it was expected, really. Cambridge have just come up from the league below. They've had a promotion from last season. And Birmingham are very well established in this league. But do you know what? Cambridge have put on a brilliant show. They've managed to get some points above, so it's not a clean sheet. So Birmingham will probably be a bit annoyed about that. And yeah, it's an interesting game to watch. It's definitely one of the more interesting football games I've seen in recent times as well.
Yeah, as it.
Maybe it's because I'm understanding what's going on a little bit more, though. So it
Yeah,
could be
I think
either way.
games will get more and more interesting for you. I mean, if you're tuning into the World Cup a lot.
Yes, a little bit.
If you have
I'm
been,
in my lectures,
if you've
yes.
if you've just joined us recently, after the shock in the World Cup as Japan overcame the 4-time champions Germany. Even though that is, some high standard football, this has been much better.
Much more exciting.
You chose the wrong option. As Birmingham gets some control of the ball now in the centre of the park, the number 10 looking to dictate the play, and he finds the number 7 who's had an excellent game. He's on a hat-trick and he's looking for it. Comes inside, brilliant effort. And I think the number 16 was in there as well. He could have got a toe on it and maybe diverted it goalwards.
Yeah, I mean, if Birmingham had used that properly there, they should have put another player in just to knock it in and be a bit more secure rather than go for such a long shot, really. But
he's on a hat-trick. You can let him off, I think.
Oh, I don't think so. And there's no rest for the wicked.
The Megan there fancying the more mechanical football than individualistic.
Yeah,
football.
It's teamwork.
Yeah, it's all about the unit in Megan's mind. No individual accolades, I'm sure.
Yeah, man of the match. Do you mean team of the match?
Well, there's only one team of the match in this one, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Who are you looking at though as your man of the match? I've got my.
Oh.
So I'm sort of looking for Birmingham. I'd say number 7 has done really well, been making some really good plays. But for Cambridge, I'd say their number 3 has been really disrupting that ball and proving a bit of a sticky point for Birmingham.
Yeah, I think so. I think I have to agree with you. I think the number 7 deserves to be right up there for Birmingham. He scored 2 goals in this one, nearly grabbing a third there as well. He's created a lot of problems. I think the number 11 didn't grab a goal today, but I think he might have grabbed the first actually, but he caused so many problems in that first half on the right-hand side. But yeah, the number 3 for Cambridge, I think, has maybe been the shining light for them at the back. The number 10 for Cambridge has caused a lot of problems as well. So I think Cambridge can come out of this, certainly a few of them with their heads high, even if the scoreline isn't really what they would have wanted today.
Definitely.
They've still shown some signs, and being new to this division, it's going to take some getting used to.
Well,
definitely.
the only way is up. They clearly deserve, and they fought and deserve to be in this league. So it seems good. Some argument there on the pitch there is.
Yeah, Cambridge get the free kick. The number 15 being tripped. I think Birmingham didn't think it was a foul, so we're claiming it was a handball when the number 15 grabbed hold of it. But it did look like he was tripped. So Cambridge with a chance to put the ball into the box and potentially grab a second consolation of this game.
I'm wondering whether the ref will have a look back over this and see if he still agrees with some of his decisions. Really,
free header,
really close there. Cambridge number 15 went to try and head that in, but just missed out.
Yeah, and the flag is up. The number 15 wasn't offside, but the 5 coming in behind was. But the 15 completely missed the ball, even though it seemed to be heading straight onto his forehead.
Yeah, a bit of a shame, really, though.
I think if he flicked it on, he could have had his second goal of this game. He's done a good job off the bench, the number 15 for Cambridge. He grabbed the goal and maybe should have had a second. But as it is, it remains 5-1, and Birmingham now with the indirect free kick from the offside. The Birmingham goalkeeper looking to get on with it, but the offside decision was about 20 yards to his left, so he'll take his time walking over to place it where the referee wants it and get underway.
Very leisurely moving there. Number 15 applying that pressure, say with number 11. You can really see that they're wanting it now. They've got very close to scoring another goal. They're wanting to get what has been a bit of a messy game for them. There we go, we've got Cambridge on the ball there, number 6 passing it along the field, back to number 6, who puts it straight across as number 2 chases it down the field, and Birmingham's number 8 comes in and just takes that away, straight to the goalkeeper, who pops it back to number 8, tries to escape this, but Cambridge really sort of putting on a heavy defence there.
Yeah, that is brilliant play out from Birmingham, and it's unbelievable the confidence they have, despite the high press from Cambridge. They're so comfortable on the ball, and now the number 7 finds the 8, who's run the length of the field to get up onto this left wing, but he overruns that and catches the number 15 who goes down. The referee plays advantage though, because Cambridge have it with the number 2, and he beats the challenge of the substitute for Birmingham, number 15, and carries on his run, but the pass...
Cambridge's goalkeeper's hands as he looking to get that straight across the pitch. Brilliant kick there.
Lovely sidewinder from the Cambridge goalkeeper there. Great distance
like
on it.
But snack. The sidewinder.
Sidewinder, no, it's a type of goalkeeper kick, unfortunately, although I would love a fruit winder right now. As it is, we are into about the last minute of normal time here, and Cambridge...
That's really gone sort of fast.
It has, this last 20 minutes. Yeah.
I mean, it's exciting. They clearly heard our criticisms on the live stream and thought, we need to up the ante a bit.
It's if only it was exciting enough to keep me warm.
Yeah.
As the Cambridge number 3, who we've said has had a good game in that left-back position, wins the ball back again, but Cambridge can't create anything out of it, and Birmingham play it back to their goalkeeper.
Straight onto number 13 there, Birmingham number 13, as he looks for his options, straight back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, got an assist today, the Birmingham number 13, when he was playing at left-back. He's moved into centre-back for these last few minutes.
Maybe just swapping around the positions, enjoying the football a little bit.
Yeah, I think with the confident lead, they can afford to make a lot of changes, Birmingham, and give a few different people
Number
a
7 on that
go.
ball there. Dangerous player there for Cambridge. They'll be looking to clamp down on him. Straight
good effort.
through. And
Brilliantly
brilliant
held.
save.
Yeah.
Brilliant save there for Cambridge, who just guessed exactly where that ball was going and was able to chuck his old body that way.
The Birmingham number 7 has been, since he got that second goal, he's had his eye on that
That's
hat-trick.
dangerous, yeah,
And
dangerous.
good step over to cut inside. But once again, not causing too much trouble for the Cambridge goalkeeper. He held it very well.
Yeah.
Not allowing any rebound.
Got a feeling there's going to be a lot of Astro burns on these boys' legs later, as they've been studied all about this pitch.
Yeah.
A lot of AstroTurf will be found in the kit bags. Take them
I
straight
think
back
they'll
to their
be
uni halls.
very grateful that it's a bit wet on that pitch, otherwise it'd be
Definitely.
really painful.
Yeah.
As we just tip over now into however much added time the referee fancies, a little check of the watch from him. Birmingham comfortably playing it around the back now, I think not looking to take any risks at all, looking to play this one out. Another check of the watch from the referee.
Clearly he's wanting the time to be up. Maybe he's a little bit cold himself.
Yeah, well, he's taking a risk. Short sleeves, no Under Armour for the referee. What a brave man out there. Birmingham, once again, just so confident on the ball. Well, I don't know why I speak. They've just lost it.
Honestly, it's a curse. Cambridge there securing that ball. There's a real fight, real scrappy fight as those two boys really fight for that.
Yeah,
Cambridge are
Birmingham
really wanting
managed
this.
to deal with it, and what a wonderful crossfield pass that is.
Straight
Unbelievable
onto
pick
number
out to
7.
the Birmingham number 7, who gets control of it, holds on, and there goes the final whistle.
Time.
The referee blows up, and
Final
not literally.
score of- yeah.
And Birmingham will be very happy with that one today. A 5-1 victory over Cambridge. Megan, what do you think of that one?
Exciting. I mean, I'm gutted that I was 1 point off predicting that score, if I'm really honest. But yeah, I'm happy for Birmingham as a Birmingham girl myself. Really interesting. Really enjoyed watching Cambridge. I think they did really well. I think them getting that score as well as mean that they'll go home like not too disappointed with how they've played today. But yeah, brilliant game.
Indeed. So the University of Birmingham will head into their celebrations later on, I'm sure, with their heads held very high. A
See
strong
them at Sports
performance
Night
from them.
tonight.
Yeah, Megan, you'll have to update me on how they are at Sports Night tonight.
Yeah, I'm
As
sure
it
they'll be
is,
elated.
Thank you for joining us here on UB Sport Fitness or on Burn FM. Full time here down at Bournbrook. It is the University of Birmingham 5, the University of Cambridge 1.
Yeah, thank you very much.